Mid-Michigan, and welcome back to high school football on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Chris Spockman on the mic. We've got Adam Gursky on the camera, and we have got a sweet ultra-local matchup to start things off. The Ithaca Yellow Jackets, Sacred Heart Academy Irish, two of our ultra-locals here at a beautiful venue at Community Memorial Stadium. It'll be the same thing next year down at Ithaca at Veterans Memorial Stadium, but we are so excited for this one. The Irish, playoff team from last year. Ithaca, even more than a playoff team from last year, a district championship team from last year, and they had an absolutely amazing comeback last year versus Elkton Pigeon Bayport Laker to make that comeback. What a fantastic contest that was. So if you ask me a favorite for this one, you do got a district championship team coming in, Sacred Heart coming in off their first 11-man campaign in several years. And so Ithaca probably a little bit of the favorite here on paper. Also know Nate Gator-Seiler in his senior year for Sacred Heart Academy going to be focusing on basketball, and we all know the bright, bright future he's got ahead of him in baseball. And so going to go through some starters here for Sacred Heart Academy across the offense. Lee Martinez, Hank McDonald going to be bordering that line at tight end. And then across the line, you got Cruz Carter, Martin Haack, Kellen Tracy, Walt McDonald, and Zach Simon. In the backfield, Jackson Moore, the super sophomore, is going to be under center. Running the ball, you're going to be hearing the names Mark Creamy, Maxim Boykin Lynch, Levi Lynch. You also probably hear some Kyvan Rose and some others in there as well. For the Ithaca Yellow Jackets, as my man Bubba McLean would say, the straw that stirs the drink for their offense is Mr. Gibson Rondy under center. His senior year, played a little bit of quarterback maybe here and there his sophomore year, was injured some last year. Grayson Merchant did a good job coming in and filling for him. But another big thing, senior Harper Merchant, he missed last year with an injury. This is going to be big, big time for him to come back here in this opener. I know he is super, super excited for it. But here is those starters for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. Connor Murphy, Grayson Merchant, Landon Bratsky, along with Devin Fisher will be lined up at wide receiver as they're going to come out in that four-wide spread you out with running back and Gibson Rondy in the shotgun. Across the line, you've got Ben Monroe, Gunnar McDade, Lincoln Peters, Brogan Bupp, and Carson Shanklin. As I mentioned, Gibson Rondy in the backfield, and Harper Merchant will be running the ball. You could also see some Fisher, some Grayson Merchant, some Connor McMurphy, or some Landon Bratsky running the football as well for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. And you think about it, both these coaches, they've only had about 3 weeks or so to really get things going, and so they're still learning an awful lot. Scrimmages tell you so much if you're a high school football coach when you get out there and you see that contact for the first time, and in particular with some of those younger football players. But now it's actually game time. It's a little bit different, even more so. You're now underneath the Friday night lights, and your home is hometown team, and your home crowd is counting on you. You know, we're coming to you live from the Barbary Law Studios, and this is the Woods Household Appliance pregame show. Also love to Brian Weefrich Financial, sponsor of our Zeta Batchelder, baller of the game. Love to Brad Malley Well Drilling, our halftime sponsors, Clark Modular Homes and Malley Construction. Also love to Bill's Custom Fab, our sponsor of the fabrication of the game. And the Bird All-American Grill, our post-game show sponsor, will be catching up with Coach and one of the players out there, maybe the Gursky Grinder, if he sees anybody out there putting in some work across the line. Also love the J&J Auto, Blocko Pools and Spas, Conwinski Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, Mount Pleasant Automotive, Joe Wentworth, Bryce Updegraff, Bradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, GNS Mechanical, Block Electric, and our friends at E&S Graphics. We're going to take a break here on the Woods Household pregame show. When we come back, talk about the starters defensively for both of these teams. So there might be a couple big guys missing for Sacred Heart Academy and so much more. You're listening to high school football on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Back with more Woods Household pregame show right after this.
We insure your car because life can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-Michigan Agency in Alma if auto owners make sense for you.
Being at Sacred Heart Academy feels like such a gift. Being able to have such nice friends, such close teachers, and I feel very welcomed by everyone there.
When I walk into school, I feel comfortable and safe. When I come to school every day, I feel like welcomed, and I feel like everyone's like so close that we're all like family.
My favorite thing about Sacred Heart is probably like how close everybody is. Like, everybody knows everybody. There's not a single person I don't know, and it's kind of like a close community.
When I'm talking to my teachers, I just know that I actually mean something to them and that they actually care about me instead of just being like another student that they have. I actually feel like I'm loved by them.
Each class, each lunch table, each sport all has that underlying community of Sacred Heart Academy. Like, we all go to the same school, we all know each other, and those communities interconnect.
Hiring a cleaning service doesn't mean you're lazy. Martinez Cleaning knows it means you value your time and want to come home and relax and not worry about the mess. Martinez Cleaning allows you to do just that. Come home and relax to a nice clean home. Schedule your appointment and learn more by visiting Martinez Cleaning on Facebook or call today at 989-289-8615. For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical.
Elevate your banking experience. Isabella Bank is your local banking partner. We understand the importance of personalized service, providing solutions that fit your unique needs. When you bank with us, together we can drive positive change and build stronger communities. Experience banking redefined. Make the switch today and experience banking that goes beyond. Isabella Bank. Local. Growing. Staying. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Bryce Updegraff with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates thanks the coaches and officials who put in the time to help student athletes achieve their dreams and goals. For all of your real estate needs, the Bryce is right with Bryce Updegraff. With Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-620-6595. Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network and our Woods Household pregame show. Sacred Heart Academy, Ithaca getting ready to battle it out. We just went through some of those offensive starters. Let's take a run through the defense now. Ithaca's going to come out in a 3-5-3, and right now we see Sacred Heart Academy kind of warming up in that T, and so it could kind of be a matchup of two completely different things. You usually think you'd be going to like a 5-2 or a 4-4 playing against a team that's running the T, but Jordan Hesbrook, he always does a great job taking advantage of the athletes he has. So those 5 linebackers they got out there, they're going to be doing some good work. And the guys they got on the defensive line, these 3 guys might be able to do the work of 4 or 5. Across that defensive line, you've got Ben Monroe, Cody Daniels, and Gunnar McDade. Linebackers, Landon Bratsky, Harper Merchant, Carson Schenkel, Brogan Bupp, and Neil McCormick. In the defensive backfield, you've got Devin Fisher, Connor McMurphy, and Grayson Merchant. And so not starting defensively is Gibson Rondy, but I do imagine we could see him possibly in some key situations out there playing some defense. And now defensively for Sacred Heart Academy, got to notice this here, kind of a fun thing. The defensive backfield, they're kind of in a more traditional 4-3, but their defensive backfield, their numbers go 0, 1, 2, 3. So you got number 0, Maxim Boykin Lynch, number 1, Jackson Moore, number 2, Kyvan Rose, and number 3, Mark Karimi. Across the linebacking core, you got number 2, Cruz Cotter, number 13, Lee Martinez, and number 4, Joey Andres. Across that defensive line, you've got McDonald Square at the defensive ends. Senior Hank McDonald and sophomore Walt McDonald. And in the middle, Martin High. We saw him with some big hits the last couple of years for Sacred Heart Academy. Always one of the funnest players to watch in the Mid-Michigan area, along with Zach Simon holding down that other defensive tackle spot. This is going to be a good one. Starting the season with Sacred Heart Academy and Ithaca, two of our ultra locals. And boy, what we got ahead the next two, well, night and day is going to be special as well. Tomorrow night, under the lights at Ferris State University, brand new renovated field. It is going to be sweet. The Beale City Aggies, the Ravenna Bulldogs, turned into one of the best week one matchups here in the state in the last few years. Yeah, I think last year was like a 14-2 game. So physical Ravenna is every single year. Always provides a great test for the Aggies in the first game of the season. And talk about a lot of guys coming back. I think it's 13 seniors for this Ithaca Yellow Jacket team. Beale City might have one of the biggest senior classes in Division VIII football with 17 seniors on the squad, including 5 that were starters on that state championship team a couple years ago. And, oh, yeah, that's not including the freshman starter on that team, Mr. Braxton Bukovich. Then he had a freshman starter both ways last year in Grady Gatrell. And so the Aggies bring a ton of experience into this high school football season. The same goes for the Mount Pleasant Oilers. Fresh off their trip to Ford Field last year before falling to Witt in the state championship game. Well, what's better than playing at Ford Field for a Michigan kid? Maybe playing at the University of Michigan, and that is where we will be Saturday with a 3:30 kickoff at the Big House as Mount Pleasant takes on a rival Saginaw Heritage to open their season. Saginaw Heritage has turned into a different program the last 5 or 6 years, so that is going to be a great matchup as well. You join us for it all right here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network on Facebook and YouTube. And if you missed it, big exciting things coming up. Mr. Brenton Scobie, Mr. Brady Edwards are going to kind of be taking over our Mount Pleasant Oiler football broadcast after this week. They will be at the 2 Midland games. They will be here for Hall of Fame night versus Traverse City Central, which will allow myself and Adam Gursky to expand that coverage, get a little bit more Sacred Heart, a little bit more Beale City, a little bit more Clare, a little bit more Shepherd in there as well. It is going to be a fantastic football season here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. And speaking of those Shepherd Blue Jays taking on the Elma Panthers here tonight, we will have some updates brought to you by my man Dan Swaffer and D. Swaffer Contracting out of Shepherd. Going to take another break here on our Woods House, so a pregame show. When we come back, a couple keys to victory for this game. It's the Woods House, so a pregame show. Sacred Heart Academy, Ithaca High School football is back. Back with more right after this. Brickner and Bunker Farm Bureau Insurance Group is Mid-Michigan's #1 team for protecting what matters most to you. Home, auto, life, farm, business. They offer a wide variety of coverage at affordable rates with the customer service of a best friend. Visit Brickner and Buckner Farm Bureau Insurance Group on Pickard Road or visit them online at bricknerbunker.insurance.com. Precision Screen Printing. Work uniforms, stickers, patches, you need it. Precision Screen Printing has it. Visit Precision Screen Printing on Facebook today or call Bob Tocco, 99-906-7696. For your look, being precise matters. Go with Precision Screen Printing. Good luck to all of our student athletes and go Pioneers. Pure sportsmanship is the most important thing in high school sports. When it comes to your home or business, Pure Plumbing just might be the most important thing. If your plumbing isn't Pure, don't worry, no one needs to see the other angle. For Pure Plumbing, call 989-644-8928 or visit mipureplumbing.com. Imagine a home that reflects your style. With WW Construction, that dream will become a reality. As a trusted Mid-Michigan builder, WW Construction specializes in builds and remodels that turn ordinary spaces into extraordinary ones. Join the growing family of homeowners who trust WW Construction for quality and craftsmanship. Call WW Construction today at 989-621-2722 to make your dreams a reality. Martinez Painting, Central Michigan's trusted painting professionals. They specialize in both interior and exterior jobs for your home and business. No matter how big or how small the job, they transform any space with quality and precision. Learn more by visiting Martinez Painting on Facebook today or give them a call at 989-317-5536. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Captains out on the field right now with the coin toss. See Hank McDonald out there along with Martin Ha, Jackson Moore, along with Kellen Tracy. Again, can't see all the guys there. I do see some Gibson Rondy. I also see some Connor McMurphy out there. But keys to victory for this game. If you're Sacred Heart Academy, if you're Ithaca a little bit bigger school. Talk about the success they had last year, all the seniors coming back. And so if you ask me for a keys to victory for Ithaca, do what you do. You're going to line up in that 4 wide and try and take advantage of Gibson Rondy, the athleticism that he has at quarterback, and be able to spread them out. If they're going to be successful today, I could see Gibson Rondy running for 100 and 150 yards for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. And I'm also really, really excited to see Harper Merchant carry the football and play some linebacker as well. His younger brother, Grayson, did such a fantastic job last year for Ithaca coming in when Gibson Rondy went down. He was just a sophomore, kind of got thrown to the fire and just did an unbelievable job. And so his older brother had to sit there and watch his younger brother really go out there and perform. And so, man, he's just been licking his chops literally since the beginning of last year for this moment to get out there his senior year. And so I think that's going to be the big key for Ithaca on offense. You're going to spread out Sacred Heart Academy, but running the football is going to be key with Gibson Rondy and Harper Merchant. Key to victory for Sacred Heart to kind of combat that, it's going to be containing Gibson Rondy. You cannot let the speedy athletic quarterback get outside those hashes and run for 15, 20 yards, because once he gets in the open field, he is going to be tough to bring down. And we've also seen Sacred Heart Academy work that T a lot out here in the pregame, and only change some things up offensively. They have got 3 terrific running backs to rely on in the backfield, and that's not even talking about the sophomore quarterback, Jackson Moore, who's really going to be able to run the football effectively. But Mark Karimi, Maxim Boykin Lynch, and Levi Lynch, along with some Kyvan Rose and some others in there, they could be very, very effective on the ground, running behind Lee Martinez, Hank McDonald, Cotter, Ha, Tracy, Walt McDonald, and Zach Simon. So running the football, being successful running the football, and also limiting the chances of Ithaca as well. Gibson Rondy is going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the area. And when I think about quarterbacks in the area, we have got senior quarterbacks all over the place except for Sacred Heart Academy. It's literally returning seniors everywhere else with the ultra-local schools that we cover here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. And so limiting the chances of Ithaca, I think, is going to be a big deal for Sacred Heart. Ithaca did win the toss. They deferred, and so Sacred Heart Academy will get the football to start the game. And so key to victory for Sacred Heart Academy, come out here with an 8-10 play drive, put it into the end zone, put the Yellow Jackets on their heels a little bit. I think that could be a big key to victory. And if you're Ithaca, when you start on defense, it's pretty obvious what you need to do. If you come out and you get a stop and you're able to go down and score quickly, that could be a big deal. But also, beginning of the year, Sacred Heart Academy could have those 4 or 5 plays that they've really been working on this season. So also if Sacred Heart Academy comes out and scores right away, if you're Ithaca, don't get too worked up about that, because you are going to have plenty of chances to score in this one. That first drive of the year always seems like it can be make or break for the entire season, but that's just not the case. You got to stay calm. You got to stay steady here in week 1. That's going to be the key to be successful as well. Much love to our friends at Moorbark, Mount Pleasant Public Schools, Sacred Heart Academy, and Beale City Public Schools, Martinez Painting, Cleaning, and Martinez Lawn Care. Bogwai Bank on Bradley, Riverwood Resort, and the Pines. It kind of became my second home this summer as Gursky kicks my butt in golf about every day. I also love the Mid-Michigan Agency, Auto Owners Insurance, WW Construction, All Seasons Fireworks, Pier Plumbing, Hanging by a Thread, Brickner and Bunker, Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, the Maryland Chapman Memorial Fund, Precision Screen Printing, Isabella Bank, and the Diner, another place you could call my second home. Go out there and get that grilled cinnamon roll tomorrow morning if you don't know what to get for breakfast. Going to take another break here on our Woods Household pregame show as we get ready to roll. It's Sacred Heart Academy. It's the Ithaca Yellow Jackets kicking off our high school football season here in 2026 on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Back with more right after this.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Blockco Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blockco Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Block Electric Company in Wademan has been powering Michigan for over 30 years. There's no job too big or too small for Block Electric Company, like an entire school or something simple at the home, like making sure the outdoor lighting, thermostat, or ceiling fan is installed professionally. Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric Company, and go Aggies. Beale City Public Schools. Small school, big results. Beale City Public Schools are committed to excellence in the classroom and on the field of play by inspiring, supporting, and empowering every student to reach their full potential. Learn more at bealecityschools.net. Welcome back inside our Barberry Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction, and our Woods Household pregame show as we get you all set up here for our first game of the year. Sacred Heart Academy hosting the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. What a first game this is. And if you're just joining us, we've got 2 more games for you this week. Tomorrow night, it's Beale City. It's Ravenna over at Ferris State University. And then Saturday, the battle at the Big House. A bunch of teams going down there, but our local team going down there is the Mount Pleasant Oilers taking on Saginaw Heritage. And so what a few days we have got ahead for you here tonight at Mount Pleasant Community Memorial Stadium. Tomorrow, Ferris State University. Saturday, down at the Big House. And high school volleyball just around the bend. We're getting all those season preview podcasts going as we get ready. But the first game we're actually going to broadcast will be from this same booth. If you did not know, September 8th, it's Alma, it's Beale City, it's Mount Pleasant, a battle at Community Memorial Stadium, a volleyball style. Yes, they're going to put a volleyball court out at the 50-yard line here. I was going to say center field, still thinking baseball. That is going to be a special night. And so we had a couple cool local matchups. I kind of thought that's got to be the first game of the year that we do here at Community Memorial Stadium, volleyball action. I wonder how windy it might be, if that could, bring things into play. But when I talked to some of the girls that are going to be taking part in it, all of them kind of looked at me and they're like, Spock, we played a ton of volleyball outside. It's not really going to affect us much. If it's windy, we know how it's going to affect a ball. And so that is going to be a fantastic start to our volleyball season, September 8th. And after that, we're going to be rolling with 2-3 games a week as we roll into playoff action. In the third year of the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, third year of bringing you high school volleyball, I think I'll now feel confident enough to be doing some audio-only coverage once we get into the playoffs. Tough part about that for me is you know how wrong I am because it's right on the scoreboard, and so I think somebody's got a point and it goes the other way because of a block, and whoopsie-daisy. But back to the action at hand here. Sacred Heart Academy
Ithaca. Talked about some keys to victory. Ithaca probably a slight favorite coming into this game, but I really do like the way Sacred Heart's going to attack this 3-5-3 with that T offense. Also going to have some multiple stuff that they will do, but Ithaca bringing back a Gibson Rondy, coming back from injury, Harper Merchant. You've got Ben Monroe back on the line, Brogan Bupp back on the line, back at linebacker. This is going to be an outstanding Ithaca Yellow Jacket football team this year that is going to compete for that Tri-Valley Conference Championship. And Sacred Heart Academy remaining independent here, their second year back in 8-man football, and their schedule is an absolute bear. It's not easy for a program with the reputation of Sacred Heart, whatever the boys sport it is, to be able to schedule some of these games. And so they're here at Ithaca. Next week they're down at Madison Heights, Bishop Foley. The week after that, they're at Comstock. On the 18th of September, they'll be playing up in Clare against Eureka St. Bernard out of California, the first time a California team and a Michigan team will ever match up on the gridiron. That is going to be pretty darn cool. The next week, 9/25, they are home versus Traverse City St. Francis. Then on the 2nd of October, they're at Quincy. Then they go to Houghton Lake. Then they host Houghton Lake, host Saginaw Novell Catholic Central, and then they host Flint Beecher to wrap up the year. Quick look at that Ithaca Yellow Jacket schedule as Rick McDonald is now on the PA getting ready to set things up. Ithaca starting off here at Sacred Heart Academy. Next week, they're home versus Allen Park Cabrini. The next week, they're home versus Saginaw Novell Catholic Central on 9/11. 9/18, they are home versus Saginaw Michigan Lutheran Seminary. On the 25th of September, they will travel to Carleton. On the 2nd of October, they will be at Hemlock. The 9th of October, they will be hosting Saginaw Valley Lutheran. The 16th, hosting Fowler. And then on 10/23, the last game of the regular season as we roll towards Halloween, they will be at Beale City. You know we will be there for that one. And Beale City kind of put it on Ithaca last year. But Ithaca a lot coming back. And I also would say that was the best thing for Ithaca in Week 9 because you look what they did, winning a couple playoff games. A big comeback versus Elkton Pigeon Bayport Laker as well. We're getting ready for the national anthem. As you can see, the boys lining up. We'll send it off for one more break. Kickoff coming right up. Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary. He can be yours too.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Mount Pleasant Automotive on Mission has been serving local auto shops and do-it-yourselfers since 1988. Mount Pleasant Automotive is locally owned and carries all the auto part, car care products, and auto maintenance supplies you will need. Visit them online at mtpleasantautomotive.com. Mount Pleasant Automotive, caring for our cars and our local student athletes.
Hello, I'm Mike Stanton, and I'm honored to represent the Marilyn Chapman Memorial Fund, created to honor Marilyn's legacy of generosity, compassion, and commitment to our community. At its core, our mission is simple: to support our youth, remove barriers, and create opportunities for kids to grow, compete, and succeed, both in their community and in the game of life. We are incredibly excited to support the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. They do an outstanding job highlighting student athletes, local schools, and the power of teamwork, shining a light on the hard work and dedication that is often overlooked. This partnership allows us to celebrate not just wins on the field, but character and leadership along the way. At the end of the day, it's about investing in our youth, strengthening our communities, and carrying forward Maryland's spirit of giving. To learn more about the Marilyn Chapman Memorial Fund and the events we support, find us on Facebook by searching Marilyn Chapman Memorial Fund. Go Blue Jays.
Moorbark is one of the world leaders in heavy equipment for processing wood and organic materials. Moorbark is proud to call Win Michigan home, and Moorbark stands strong with our local high school student athletes working hard on the court and in the classroom. Apply for a job and learn more today at moorbark.com. Moorbark and Mid-Michigan high school student athletes, made for more.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. We are ready to go. Back deep to receive the kick. We have got Mark Karimi ready to receive things for Sacred Heart Academy. It looks like Kylan Rose out there as well. So here we go. Kicking things off for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. And that's one of the things there. I need to do the Kurt Wilson, make sure I got it. It's going to be Mr. Landon Braxke kicking things off for the Yellow Jackets. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. High school football is officially back on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Here comes the kick. It's going to be fielded by Kyvan Rose. He's going to let it bounce into the end zone. And so it'll be Sacred Heart Academy football at the 20-yard line here to start this ball game. Irish take over, as I said. The sophomore Jackson Moore is going to go under center. But again, he ain't your typical sophomore. He played some quarterback last year as a freshman after Mr. Seiler went down. Played a big role for a very successful basketball team. And then as a freshman, he started at third base. He started at shortstop for that state championship football team. He even had a big knock in that state championship game as well. Quick whistle out here right now as we get ready to roll. Up on the football is Mr. Tracy. Kellen Tracy ready to snap things here for Sacred Academy. But it's a little hitch and a giddy up here with everything. Give me a moment to thank our friends, Isabella Community Sportsplex, a Dance Again Dress Shop in Wademan, CNC Enterprises, your home for all things Red Wing, Irish Setter, boots, and your Carhartt headquarters. First play of the game, it's going to be a handoff up the middle and a successful run there for Sacred Heart Academy, picking up a solid gain. We'll see exactly where they mark it. They're going to give about 6 yards or so on that one. Nice little run up the middle. I believe that was Levi Lynch with the run right there. And again, they're going to be bottled up out there sometimes. Sacred Heart Academy, I'll make the joke, they don't want me to see who's running the football. Same goes for the other side. But as I said, this ball control offense, the running backs they got could be very successful. Sacred Heart Academy very quickly up to the line. Now Jackson Moore quickly goes under center. 3 running backs behind him. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be another solid gain for Levi Lynch. It looks like he's going to have first down yardage. And it was Levi Lynch, Joey Andres, and Leland Martinez that I talked to in our season preview podcast for Sacred Heart Academy and talking with Mr. Coach Wheaton. He talked about those 3 guys, Levi Lynch, Joey Andres, mostly on defense, and Leland Martinez. Those are going to be 3 guys. If they're very successful out on the field, Sacred Heart Academy is going to have a chance to be very successful on the field. Checking in for Micah Karimi is Mr. Leland Martinez. Substitutions brought to you by our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive. Just like you need subs out here on the football field, so does your vehicle, and they've got them for you at Mount Pleasant Automotive. Counter play now to Karimi is going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Big-time play out there from Mr. Brogan Bupp. We do have a late flag coming in here in the defensive backfield, way away from the play. If you're either coach, you're not going to be happy about this penalty because it occurred so far away from where the play was actually taking place on the field. More love going out to our friends, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, Smith & Sons, the Beagle City Village Store, always my last stop before an Aggie ball game. Dog Central, Barry Funeral Home, Boomer's Lawn Care, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, along with Stitches for Britches. We're going to have a personal foul going against the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. That's going to give the Irish another first down and put them right near midfield. And so this is starting the way you want it to if you're Sacred Heart, and absolutely the way you do not want it to if you're Coach Jordan Hesbrook and the Yellow Jacket crew over there on the sideline. Shot to our buddy Jeremy Woodcock. Ball now lined up, the 46-yard line. 11:01 left to go here in the first quarter. This will be the 4th play of the drive coming up for Sacred Heart Academy. They picked up 2 first downs, 1 on the ground and 1 via penalty. Micah Karimi coming back into the game. Quickly coming up there under the line, the 3 running backs back behind Martinez. Very wide set there. Handoff's going to go right up the middle. Not a lot of running room this time. Brogan Bupp doing a great job kind of stowing things up there at the line of scrimmage to thicken things like a stew and not allow Sacred Heart Academy not have much of a gain here on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 or 9. And so right now, Jackson Moore is coming up under center. And you often hear me call the Beal City games. They're lining up similar to what you would see Beal City in the backfield if they're in the T, except for their running backs are both very wide, kind of line up behind the tight ends. And so it's given a lot of space between the running backs back there. And I think what that does is make it a threat for the ball to pretty much go any which way. Here comes that quick lineup once again. Man in motion is going to be Karimi. They're going to pitch it to him. We've got a flag before the play. This is going to back up Sacred Heart Academy 5 yards with a false start here. So 2nd down, 8 and 9. It's now going to move. Actually, no, they're kind of pointing the way of Ithaca here. And it looks like Coach Hesbrook's not very happy. We'll see what the penalty is going to be. It will be offsides against Ithaca. Usually when the play's blown dead like that, it's oftentimes going against the offense. So that's going to make it 2nd down and much more manageable here. And so 2 Ithaca penalties here to start this drive for defense. That's not what you want. 20 yards worth of penalties there. Gursky reminds me here as they say, I'll joke, Spockman math, you know how much it struggles. Another hand up the middle, Levi Lynch. He bulldozes his way forward, but only for a yard or 2. Out there with the tackle was Landon Bratsky from his linebacker position. And when you're running that 3-5-3 like the Yellow Jackets are, those 3 defensive linemen out there when it comes to Monroe, Daniels, and McDade, they're not expected to make a lot of tackles out there. They're just expected to really try and chew things up in the middle to make it difficult for everybody else. And Rick Tennyson coming in here now from Mount Pleasant. Check out some of the action up in the press box. He got us all set up along with Dan Haggart here today. Shout out to all local ADs making what we do possible. Going under center here again with that tight formation and 2 tight ends is Jackson Moore. Tries to run the football. Not a lot of space. He's going to end up picking up a couple yards when it probably should have been nothing. But we've got another penalty flag coming in. That one kind of occurred where you would normally see a holding. And with the way that play went, I wouldn't be surprised to see it going against the Yellow Jackets here. But as I say that, 2 penalties have been going against Ithaca. So that will be a penalty against Sacred Heart Academy. So instead of probably would have been 4th down and short, now going to be 3rd down and long as they mark off the penalty yardage here. 9:12 left to go first quarter. Sacred Heart Academy with a solid drive so far here, but they were aided by 2 penalties from Ithaca and now got a penalty going against themselves. It's going to make it much more difficult here on this 3rd down situation. Again, you go from 3rd and 3. It would have been a 4th down situation, but you probably could have gone for it if you're Sacred Heart Academy with the way you've been running the ball up the middle. Now you're back to 3rd and 13 as we go under 9 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Also love D. Swaffer Contracting out of Shepherd, my buddy Jake Lazaroff Counseling, Real Basketball and Mid-Michigan Aces Volleyball, Marciando Storage, Kenneth Egger DDS, the Fisher Companies, and Gross Farms, Brad Gross Electric. Here comes the pitch to Karimi, trying to find something around the outside. Got to make one guy miss. Great tackle in the open field. With that tackle was Mr. Connor McMurphy. It was a good move out there by Karimi, but not biting at all was McMurphy. A solid defensive play. He knew I can give up the 5-yard gain here, but I cannot let him get back past me. Talk about Bill's custom fabrication of the game type of stuff right there. If McMurphy doesn't make that tackle, Karimi's probably gone. And now McMurphy is back deep to receive the punt as Sacred Heart Academy lines up to punt this one away. And so a 3rd down penalty really kind of did in Sacred Heart Academy on that drive. Back deep to punt this one away is Mr. Leland Martinez. Here comes the snap. Martinez taking his time. He gets it off. It's a really high kick. It's not going to be returnable for McMurphy. It takes a bounce at the 24-yard line. It's going to be down at the 25-yard line by Kaya Monroe. So a solid punt there from Leland Martinez is going to set up the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. They're own at 25-yard line. And you think about that drive. Not really a bad drive at the beginning of the season for really either team. You got a couple first downs. If your Sacred Heart Academy took advantage of a couple penalties, but the penalties are kind of what did both teams in. Don't know if you would have had the first downs if it wasn't the penalties going against Ithaca. And when it comes to Sacred Heart Academy, that penalty that put them back at that 3rd and 13 instead of possibly a 4th and 1 really is what was the demise of that drive. Here comes the 4-wide set for Gibson Rondy. He's got 3 here to the near side. It's going to be a run all the way for Harper Merchant. Harper Merchant runs through 1 tackle. He's going to be brought down by Jackson Moore after a gain of 6 or 7. And so if you're Harper Merchant, you've been waiting for that run for about 2 years now. And so I just so happy to see number 23 be able to tote the football right there. It's going to be another shotgun look, 3 wide now to the left of Gibson Rondy. Lined up here to the near side all alone is Devin Fisher. Guarding him is Kyvan Rose. Rondy looking to the left where his 3 wide receivers are. He now wants to pour it up the middle. He's going to be brought down by a host of Irish players out there, including Mr. Joey Andre. So I mentioned he's going to be a big, big factor for this defense. It will be first down yardage there for Gibson Rondy. That's exactly what myself and Adam Gursky were talking about in the pregame, and I talked about just now. Those are the runs you got to give up to Rondy sometimes. He's going to pick up that 4 or 5 yard scrambling, but you can't let him get by that first level of defense and get into the open field. That's when big gains, 60, 70-yard touchdown runs are going to happen for Rondy. 3 wide receivers, 1 wingback out there now for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets as Rondy goes back in the shotgun. He's going to hand this one off up the middle, running the ball that time is Bratsky. He's going to pick up just a couple yards. Nice tackle out there. Looked like Joey Andres coming out of the pile again, along with Mr. Zach Simon. So we're going to have second down. We'll call it 7 here for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets as they quickly get the play from the sideline and line back up. It's going to be Rondy and Merchant in the backfield once again. 3 wide receivers here to the near side. Lone wide receiver to the far side is Connor McMurphy. Mark Karimi out there with the coverage on that side of the field. Rondy's looking that way where it's one-on-one, looking for the out throw. It is there. Nice catch. Good tackle, though, from Karimi. Karimi in the open field one-on-one. If you've got a quarterback and a wide receiver in high school that are on the same page with that 10-yard out, I don't want to say you have to give it to him, but if you're Karimi, the play is to let him catch that football if it's perfectly timed and then make that tackle like he just did right there. Shotgun look once again as Ithaca moves towards midfield here on first down and 10. 6:22 left to go first quarter. Run up the middle. It's Landon Bratsky with the run. He's got big yards. He's going to be brought down by Maxim Boykin Lynch. But that's going to be a solid gain. It's going to be a pickup of 9 on first down. Second down and 1 now coming up for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. And Ithaca always gets the play in very, very quickly. And the backfield is Mr. Rondy. Merchant lined up to his left, dropping back, looking to throw. Pump fake one way, now they throw it over the middle. It's caught by Devin Fisher. He makes 2 guys miss, gets down to the 35-yard line and picks up the first down. Love the passing call there on second down and 1 for Ithaca as well. You don't pick it up, just got a third down and 1 to pick up. That's now 6 plays, 4 first downs for the Yellow Jackets as they move the ball down the field. Now at the Sacred Heart Academy 29-yard line. They've done it throwing the football. They've done it running the football. A great-looking attack here, what you'd expect from this senior-led offense with Mr. Gibson Rondy. Now 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right for Rondy. Guy in motion, getting the handoff is Grayson Merchant. Getting the block downfield is Connor McMurphy. Merchant now into the open field, makes a move at the 15, down inside the 10 before he's brought down on the far side of the field. What a run there from Grayson Merchant. I talked about Harper Merchant. Grayson Merchant, his younger brother. The Merchant attack is going to be dangerous out of the backfield. Got Harper Merchant maybe a little bit more of a bulldozer, and Grayson Merchant really showing some moves there on that play. It's now first down and goal from the 8-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. In the gun once again is Rondy. We've got some whistles blowing. I think we might have a timeout coming from Sacred Heart Academy, and not a bad time for a timeout here in this situation. Your defense started off solid, but then it seemed like after that first pass, things kind of really opened up a little bit for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. Again, it's that senior-led, it's that gun, it's that arm that Gibson Rondy has. You got to worry about him so much running the football. If you're Coach Wheaton, you're thinking to yourself, is he a better runner? Is he a better thrower? That's what makes him an elite quarterback, is you don't know what to stop. You know we're coming to you from our Barbary Law Studios, built by Conwincy Construction. Also love to the Bird All-American Grill, Bill's Custom Fab, Clark Modular Homes, Malley Construction, Brad Malley Well Drilling, Weaver Ridge Financial, and Woods Household Appliance. There, the logos you see at the top of the screen there, those big, big sponsors. When you think about doing business in the Mid-Michigan area, think about supporting those folks who are supporting the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, thus supporting these youngsters out there. Also shout out to J&J Auto. Still waiting for a little J&J Auto collision report out there. We've had some great defensive plays, but not really any big hits out there yet. Here we go. First down and goal from the 8-yard line for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets as Rondy lines things up. He's going to have 2 wide receivers to the near side here. Our broadcast position, 1 wingback to his left. Bratsky lined up to his left at running back, and it's Connor McMurphy to the far side of the field. the short side of the field when you're concerning the hash mark if you are Ithaca on this first down and goal play. It's going to be a run all the way for Rondy to the short side of the field. Makes one move. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Gibson Rondy with 5:07 left to go here in the first quarter. What a drive there for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. They march down the field. 8 or 9 plays again. That Spockman math, you never know. 5 first downs. They got the ball with 7:53 left to go in the first quarter. It did not take them much time to march down the field, and Rondy into the end zone with the 8-yard touchdown run to put the Yellow Jackets in front. Here comes the extra point for Landon Bratsky. Connor McMurphy with the hold for the Yellow Jackets. Snaps a little high, got down easily though. Kick up and good. 7-0 Ithaca Yellow Jackets with the lead, but it looks like, oh no, actually it was no good here. So 6-0 is our score. We're going to take a break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. We'll see if Jackson Moore and the Sacred Heart Academy Irish can respond right after this. Back with more on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network in our Barbary Law Studios.
Hi, I'm Attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary. He can be yours too.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Sacred Heart Academy ready to receive the football for the second time. First time they had it, they ran 7 plays, picked up a couple first downs. They had a big third down holding penalty. Would have been a 4th and 2, 4th and 1 play just inside Ithaca territory. But they did not, well, weren't able to go for it because of the penalty. Backed them up to 3rd and 13. Weren't able to pick it up. They had to punt it to the Yellow Jackets. They drove it down the field 75 yards in 8 plays, 5 first downs to get in the end zone. This kick here is also going to go into the end zone, so Sacred Heart Academy will start off at their own 20-yard line. So Landon Brodsky, shout Tim Palmer, correct me on that. Brodsky said, it's like the delicious brat. And I was like, I ain't going to forget that again. But so if you are Sacred Heart Academy, gave up that touchdown and that kick right there, that's going to be a big, big weapon for Ithaca this year. If Brodsky can put it back into the end zone and every team has to start at the 20-yard line, that is huge. Here comes that tight formation once again. 2 tight ends out there, 3 running backs for Jackson Moore. They're going to pitch it to Karimi here on the near side. Tries to find some room, turns one way, turns back the other. Great effort there from Karimi, but there were just Yellow Jackets all over the place. One of the guys closing in on that play was Mr. Carson Schenkel, the senior. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Again, Karimi did a really good job picking up a yard there, in my opinion. He got the ball on the pitch. There really wasn't an angle to go for, and so he kind of had to dance, juke, and jive to just pick up that 1 yard. Now 2nd down and 9 for Sacred Heart Academy at their own 21-yard line as Jackson Moore goes back under center. He's going to hand this one off, trying to find some running room here to the near side. It's Maxim Boykin Lynch. He runs through 1 tackle, and if you're running through a tackle of Brogan Bupp, that is really saying something out there. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 here. So very manageable here for Sacred Heart Academy. But this is a big play early in this ball game right here. 3rd and 3, we'll call it from your own 27-yard line. If you don't get this, you're definitely going to have to punt it back to the Ithaca Yellow Jackets after they just took it right down the field and scored. So a big, big play right here. A line coming out for Sacred Heart Academy. You've got Hank McDonald lined up here to the near side at tight end. They're going to fake it one way, go the other way, and it's a run up the middle for Levi Lynch. He's got 1st down yards. Your boy got faked out on that play. What a great job by Jackson Moore in the backfield. Gursky saying, I might have got faked out on that one as well with the camera. And whenever Gursky's getting juked out a little bit, you know it's an absolutely fantastic fake handoff right there. And so great run up the middle, great play. I'm going to call it play action even though it wasn't a pass. Great job continuing the play to make it look like you're handing off to a couple of the guys after that initial handoff from Jackson Moore. That's going to be a big part of this offense this year. Levi Lynch slipping up the middle there for that 6-7 yard run. Another tight formation. Kareemi's going to go in motion. He's going to get the pitch, makes one guy miss in the backfield, then he's going to be swallowed up right away. Again, Kareemi did a good job making the initial guy miss, but then Grayson Merchant and Connor McMurphy were both right there to team up for the tackle. That's going to make it 2nd down and 11 here for Sacred Heart Academy at their own 40-yard line. As we go under 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, game 1 of 3 this weekend here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Tomorrow we're over at Ferris State University for the Beale City Aggies taking on the Ravenna Bulldogs. And then Saturday, we are down at the Big House for the Mount Pleasant Oilers taking on Saginaw Heritage. T formation look for the Irish once again. Handoff is going to go to Maxim Boykin-Lynch. He's got nowhere to go in the backfield. Fantastic play. A little J&J auto collision report there from Cody Daniels. Wasn't necessarily a big hit, but boy, he got back in the backfield quickly there to make the play. It's going to bring up now 3rd and very long here for Sacred Heart Academy. We haven't really seen him try to go to the air a whole lot. Might be that situation here. Play coming in from the sideline as Leland Martinez runs it in, subbing out Micah Karimi. Those substitutions brought to you by our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive. Just like Coach Wheaton, Coach Hesbrook needs subs, so does your vehicle, and they got all those replacement parts for you at Mount Pleasant Automotive. Shotgun look may have been a false start out there as the Irish went up to that line and wanted to go on count 1 in a hurry. Couple of guys jumping before. That's going to make it a 3rd down and 18 now instead of 3rd down and 13. So what was a difficult situation becomes that much tougher. And give credit to this Ithaca defense. Again, that 3-5-3, I think that T formation is something that might work really well. But when you've got Monroe, Cody Daniels, and Gunnar McDade eating up so much of that offensive line, it's really allowing those linebackers, Neil McCormick, Brogan Bupp, Carson Schenkel, Harper Merchant, and Landon Brodsky to just run free and make some tackles. And they're doing a great job getting in the backfield on this possession in particular. Moore quickly up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to fake the handoff. Now rolling out, looking to throw. A lot of options, or pardon me, a lot of Yellow Jackets out there surrounding Leland Martinez where they wanted to go for the football. Got to try and turn and run, does Jackson Moore, but he's going to be swallowed up. He does a good job picking up a couple yards, but it's now going to bring up a 4th down and a definite punting situation here for Sacred Heart Academy. So the first time they had the football, they picked up a couple first downs. This time there was nowhere to go with the football on that 3rd down. Martinez back to punt this one away, back deep to receive the kick is Connor McMurphy. Martinez did a great job not allowing a return from McMurphy this first time. A little bit of pressure on there, still a nice high punt. Fair catch called for by Connor McMurphy just inside the 40-yard line. And I really like the pressure that was put on there by Levi Lynch. He came in, stayed just in that, or just outside that bubble that you need to, but made it a little bit more difficult of a catch. 6-0 remains our score as the Ithaca Yellow Jackets will take back over with 55 seconds left to go in our first quarter. Rondy heading up to the line. In the gun, he's got 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 wide receivers to his left. Harper Merchant at running back lined up to his right. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Merchant. A little bit of time, now looking to run. There's nowhere to go. Martin Ha there, a little bit of J&J auto collision report. Also with the tackle was Mr. Cruz Cotter. Clock running now, under a minute remaining. Should have at least one more play here before the end of our first quarter. Shotgun look once again for Gibson Rondy. Lined up here to the near side in the slot, it's Grayson Merchant. Lined up wide, it's Devin Fisher. Rondy looking to the opposite side of the field. He's going to throw it to the out route. It is going to be caught. Nice catch and run right there. That's going to be Michael Scheller there with the catch and run. Looks like he's got first down yardage. He may have gotten out of bounds to stop the clock as well. 17.7 seconds left to go. First down for the Yellow Jackets as they now move into Irish territory. Going to be 3 wide receivers here to the near side for Rondy. The lone wide receiver to the far side is Mr. Connor McMurphy. Hand off to Harper Merchant up the middle. He's got some space. He's across the 40-yard line. He's drugged back defensively by Martin Hama. Not before a solid pickup there. Nice tackle by Ha, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. When we come back, Ithaca will have the football just inside Sacred Heart Academy territory at the Irish 40-yard line. It'll be a second down and short coming up. You're listening to Sacred Heart Academy, Ithaca Yellow Jacket football here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Back with more right after this.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family-owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7, and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Clark Modular Homes in Mount Pleasant are a one-stop shop from the buy, the build, and beyond with their fantastic service department. Stop in to see their selection and purchase options today on Pickard Road or visit them online at modularhomesbyclark.com. Clark Modular Homes, supporting Mid-Michigan youth in and out of the classroom.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Start of the second quarter, it's a 6-0 lead for Sacred Heart Academy. This drive, they started at their own 44-yard line. Ran 3 plays, picked up a first down as they've moved it into Irish territory. Sacred Heart Academy got the ball to start the game on their own 20. Ran 7 plays, picked up a couple first downs before a third down penalty backed them up, and they had to punt. Ithaca then had just a great first drive for your first time having the ball of the season. 8 plays, 5 first downs, 75 yards into the end zone on an 8-yard Gibson Rondy touchdown. Irish then got it back. Did pick up 1 first down on a Levi Lynch, but after that went 3 and out. Punted it back to the Yellow Jackets. Here we are to start the second quarter, 6-0. Rondy looking to throw it over the middle. It's caught by Devin Fisher for first down yardage. He's going to be dragged down at the 30-yard line. Big hit out there to end the play by Mr. Levi Lynch coming in to clean that one up. But a great throw right there from Mr. Gibson Rondy. Those are the throws over the middle that you rarely see made. However, there is some laundry on the field. Things are going to back up here. I'm going to have to erase that first down and erase that play as the hold is going to back up back up the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. And if you're the Irish, you need to take advantage of this penalty right here. Ithaca's done a solid job moving the football and staying balanced with the throw and the run. You now have them at a second down. Let's call it 13 here. Imagine we'll see Ithaca keep the ball on the ground here, because if they can pick up 6 or 7, they could have 2 plays to try and get that. If they don't get it, they're going to be comfortable at a 3rd and 13 going to the air with Mr. Rondy in that 4 wide receiver set. 1 wide receiver here to the near side, 3 lined up to the far side. Rondy looking here near side. It's going to be caught by Connor McMurphy. He's going to have first down yards. He's drug out of bounds by Maxim Boykin Lynch, but again, not before he picked up the first down. And that's the second time here today that we've seen Ithaca isolate one guy on the side of the field and then just taking the nice, safe pass, knowing that it's one-on-one coverage. And if you're the Irish, you got to play back a little bit when you're on that island. Again, that's a good play from Maxim Boykin Lynch, but a well-executed catch and throw from Gibson Rondy and Connor McMurphy. Hand off to Harper Merchant. He's got some room up the middle. He's inside the 20, brought down at the 16-yard line. Big-time run right there. Micah Karimi coming up with a tackle, but it's another first down for the Yellow Jackets. So Harper Merchant with the big run. He had the big pitch and catch there from Rondy to McMurphy. Yellow Jacket offense is rolling early here against a really solid defense of Sacred Heart Academy. Rondy looking to the sideline. He's got 2 wide receivers to the left along with an up back. They're now going to send a man in motion. Grayson Merchant's going to go to the far side of the field in the slot. Remains Harper Merchant in the backfield. They're going to pitch this one to Bratsky. He's got some room off the right side. Stiff arm inside the 5-yard line. He's drugged down at the 4 by Jackson Moore and a couple other Irish players. That's another first down for the Yellow Jackets. 6 plays, 4 first downs on this drive. And they've been able to do it on the ground, which head coach Jordan Hesbrook absolutely loves. Ronnie back in with the play. They're inside the 10-yard line. First down and 4. Inside the 5. It's first down and goal from the 4. Be very surprised if we don't see Mr. Harper Merchant carry this one right here. He does get the handoff. Pours it up the middle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Harper Merchant. The emotions going through that kid's mind right now. Again, he had waited about 2 years to carry the football on the varsity football field. Now he's able to tote it in for a TD. Great moment right there for Mr. Harper Merchant. It is now 12-0. Ithaca with the lead. We'll see if they go for the extra point or try and go for 2 here. And so on that play, you had a big run from Harper Merchant. You had Gibson Rondy connecting with Connor McMurphy for another big play. It's now 12-0 Ithaca with the lead here with 10:54 left to go in the second quarter. Merchant going to switch sides there with Rondy. He's going to run it up the middle. 2-point conversion is good for Gibson Rondy. The Yellow Jackets lead it 14-0 here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. It's going to be really, really important for the Irish to come out and do something offensively here when they get the football back. We're going to take a break. Back with more Irish Yellow Jacket football right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 14-0 Yellow Jackets with the lead over Sacred Heart Academy. You've got a Gibson Rondy 8-yard touchdown run and a Harper Merchant 4-yard touchdown run to lead the way for the Yellow Jackets. Mr. Brodsky out there to kick this one off again. What a weapon he is going to be if he can continue to put him back there in the end zone for this Yellow Jacket team. 10:54 left to go, second quarter. This one's going to be a high short kick fielded at the 22-yard line by an up man trying to find some room on the far side of the field. Nice job there by the returner, just kind of taking the ball, going straight up the field. Starting field position for the Sacred Heart Academy Irish will be at their own 31-yard line. Again, offensively, you got the sophomore Jackson Moore under center, sophomore Lee Martinez at tight end. And then you got Cruz Cotter, Martin Hahn, Kellen Tracy, Walt McDonald, Zach Simon across the line. The other tight end, senior Hank McDonald in the backfield. Levi Lynch, Mark Karimi, Maxim Boykin Lynch, and Kyvan Rose running the football. Martinez coming into the game with the play here. So head up to the line. Again, you got the three running backs in the backfield. Actually, one of them kind of an up back there this time. It's going to be Karimi. Try and hand this one off the middle to Boykin Lynch, and there is just nowhere for him to go. Big-time tackle in the backfield by Mr. Ben Monroe. A little J&J Auto collision report out there from Monroe. And if you got guys like Monroe and Boykin Lynch running into each other, that is a true collision report right there. Also, much love to our friends, E&S Graphics, Block Electric, G&S Mechanical, Joe Wentworth, Bryce Updegraff, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, Mount Pleasant Automotive, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, Weber Brothers Sawmill, sponsor of our Timber of the Game, and Ben Monroe kind of putting his name in the hat there with that last play. Also love Konwitzki Construction, Malacco Pools and Spas, and J&J Auto. Man in motion is Karimi. They hand it off up the middle to Levi Lynch looking for something. It is not there. Great job that time by the Ithaca Yellow Jacket defensive line. That's been the most successful play so far for Sacred Heart Academy, is just running the football right up the middle against that three lineman front. But they did a great job there of stowing things up. It's now going to be 3rd down and 11 here for Sacred Heart Academy. Probably have to go to the air here in this situation, especially backed up just inside your own 30-yard line. Martinez checking in for Karimi. So you're going to have Walt McDonald out there at one tight end, Leland Martinez at the other tight end. They are two very capable receivers of going out on the play here. Moore headed up to the line of scrimmage. He takes the snap. They fake the handoff. Looking to set it up. Again, I got faked out by the handoff. Credit to this Ithaca defense right now. Jackson Moore is doing a great job hiding the football, disguising where it goes, but Ithaca's on top of it. The run up the middle for Levi Lynch does pick up a solid gain, but it now makes it 4th down and 7 here in this situation. I think you got to punt this one away if you're Sacred Heart Academy, but maybe they've got some type of play they want to do, and it looks like you might have a timeout here on the play as Martinez is waving some of the guys towards the sideline here. Waiting on exactly what it is. They might be letting that play clock run down a little bit before they take that timeout, but the way they're not bringing the play in right now makes me think that we are going to see a timeout here towards the end of the play clock. 14-0. Sacred Heart Academy trails the Ithaca Yellow Jackets here in the second quarter, and there is that timeout on the field. We'll take a break with 8:29 left to go in the second quarter. 4th down and 7 coming up for Sacred Heart Academy. We'll see what they draw up. Block Electric Company in Wademan has been powering Michigan for over 30 years. There's no job too big or too small for Block Electric Company, like an entire school or something simple at the home, like making sure the outdoor lighting, thermostat, or ceiling fan is installed professionally. Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric Company, and go Aggies. Blockco Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blockco Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams. Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Here we go, 4th down, and it will be a punting situation here for Sacred Heart Academy. And if you were thinking about trying to fake, calling that timeout probably was not the thing to do. I'll make that joke. Leland Martinez is back deep to punt this one away for Sacred Heart Academy. It's Connor McMurphy back deep to receive it. It's going to be another high kick towards the sideline. Great kick there by Martinez. It's also going to take a Sacred Heart Academy bounce to go inside the 30-yard line, and it will be down there. So it's good, taken back over after the 3 and out there from Sacred Heart Academy. Sacred Heart Academy's 3 possessions have not gone well. They picked up a total of 3 first downs. One of them was via a penalty against the Yellow Jackets as well on their first drive. So after the punt, remains 14-0, obviously. Ithaca is going to be taken over. 8:22 left to go, second quarter at their own 30-yard line. And I like that decision to punt there. Kind of tough to do if you are Coach Josh Wheaton, but you just had to in that situation. Too far to go, only one play to do it. Shotgun look here. 3 wide receivers to the far side for Gibson Rondy, 1 here to the near side. Harper Merchant lined up in the backfield. Here comes that throw to the far side. It's going to be caught. One move is made, and going out of bounds is going to be Grayson Merchant. We'll see if he got first down yardage or not. It's going to bring up 2nd down on the play. Again, these defensive backs are not doing a bad job for Sacred Heart Academy, but when you're out there on the island and with high school football, if you're making great throws like Gibson Rondy is right now, offenses are tough to stop because you got to give up the throw in front of you. You can't get burned deep. 2nd down and 2 play. Harper Merchant is going to move from the right to the left of Gibson Rondy. He's going to take the handoff, trying to find some room on the far side of the field. He's going to pick up first down yardage as he gets near the 44-yard line. And so if you're Ithaca, big success right here on this drive, running some clock. If you get up 21-0 with under 4 or 5 minutes remaining, you're going to start to feel like you might be able to coast in this game. If you're Sacred Heart Academy, you have to come up with a stop any way possible here on this drive. Play actually coming. Oh, actually, we got a holding penalty going against the Yellow Jackets here. So no first down on that play. It'll back them up. It'll remain 2nd down. Again, if you're Sacred Heart, you got to take advantage of these offensive penalties going against the Yellow Jackets when they've been moving the football so well. Shotgun look for Ronnie. Got 4 guys going out in the pattern. Flushes up in the pocket. He's going long for Grayson Merchant. It's going to be just over his outstretched fingertips there. You really see the arm strike of Gibson Rondy. He really didn't have a chance to step into that. Just kind of flung that one out there about 40 yards down the field. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. And this is why, if you're Sacred Heart Academy, punting the football was a really good decision, because now you're giving yourself a chance to kind of, fight for another day, as they say. 3rd down and 12. And the thing you really got to watch out for here in this situation is Gibson Rondy running the football. If he gets out of the pocket, he could be trouble on this 3rd and long situation. We've got 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Lined up here to the near side of the field, it's Connor McMurphy. A little bit of safety help there from Jackson Moore for Mark Karimi. It's going to be a short run up the middle. Great job by Sacred Heart Academy. We got a birthday. Michael Sheeler out there wearing a number 8 for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. Happy birthday to him, and also a happy birthday as well. I'll just joke, my sister-in-law, Sarah DeGaze, happy birthday to her as well. And it's a rough birthday if you're hanging out with my brother, but I hope she has the absolute best day that she can. 14-0 our score here, but a huge stop from Sacred Heart Academy. The penalty backed up the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. The Irish took advantage of it, and now Landon Brodsky's back there to punt. Back deep to receive the punt. Looks like Mr. Kyvan Rose. Good snap, a little bit of pressure being applied. Kind of a line drive punt. Rose is going to be able to field it just inside his own 40-yard line. Great open field tackle out there from Grayson Merchant. He actually got cleaned up a little bit. J&J Auto Collision Report on his own teammate from the birthday kid, Michael Sheeler, as he came in there to kind of wrap up that play. Our score remains 14-0 with 7:03 left in the second quarter. If you are Sacred Heart Academy, that is a big sign right there to get that stop. But also, again, the penalty really hurting the Yellow Jackets there on that one. Best starting field position of the day for the Irish at their own 42-yard line. 3 running backs in the backfield for Jackson Moore. He's going to hand this one off up the middle. Not a whole lot of room right there for Maxim Boykin Lynch. Again, I'm going to continue to credit Mr. Jackson Moore. The way he is hiding the football, Ithaca's doing a great job right now, not allowing much to happen because your boy is getting a little confused up here in the booth. Leland Martinez bringing in the play for the Irish on the 2nd down and 9 play. 6:35 left to go in the second quarter. 14-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets. Coming to you live from our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Snap, handoff up the middle to Levi Lynch. It's going to be a short game. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and we're going to call it 5 here in this situation. Actually, it's going to be maybe even 7. Great job there by that defensive front once again. Connor McMurphy trying to pump up that crowd a little bit, saying let's make a little noise here on this 3rd down and 7 play. And up front, Monroe, Daniels, and McDade. They've done a fantastic job from their defensive line position. Just 3 guys out there. But what they're doing to that offensive line is allowing those linebackers to run free and make tackles. Hand off to Maxim Boykin Lynch, looking for some room here on the far side. Bowls over a guy at the 50, stays on his feet. He's going to be really close to 1st down yardage. It's going to be a big decision right here. We'll see if they give him the yardage or not. It is right on the line, and they will give him the 1st down. Or I thought I saw him waving it forward. It will be 1st down yardage for Sacred Heart Academy. Big-time run there by Maxim Boykin Lynch. That broken tackle sprung him free for extra yardage. Martinez coming back into the game for Micah Karimi. In the backfield, it's Lynch, it's Mark Karimi, and Maxim Boykin Lynch. Handoff is going to go to Levi Lynch up the middle. Not a lot for him to get there. 5th play of the drive coming up here for Sacred Heart Academy. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long. That play really worked on the first drive for Sacred Heart Academy. It just has not been there since with Levi Lynch running the football up the middle. I mean, no gain actually on that play. 2nd down and 10, we'll call it. 5:15 left to go here in the second quarter. 14-0, Ithaca Yellow Jackets with the lead. A big drive as far as this ball game is concerned right now. Sacred Heart Academy got the football to start the game, so Ithaca will receive the football to start the second half. Moore goes under center. Going in motion is Karimi. Now looking to run the reverse play, or kind of a counter play, to Maxim Boykin Lynch, and he's swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage once again. Gunnar McDade in on the tackle, also in on the tackle. Look like Keegan, oh no, that's going to be 60 out there, Ben Monroe. Again, that defensive line, there's just 3 of them out there for Ithaca. But right now, if you're Sacred Academy, you're probably thinking it seems like they got 7, 8 guys out there right now on that defensive line. 3rd down and 10. Ball at the Ithaca 48-yard line as Jackson Moore goes under center. Passing situation here. As I say that, they run the counter to Karimi. Karimi with a nice move at the line of scrimmage to be able to pick up a few yards. Mark Karimi there with the carry. And again, Brogan Bupp in on the play. He is making things happen out there. You think about that Gursky grinder. Yeah, we're going to steal a little bit from the Gruden grinder. Gursky on the camera work just kind of notices a little bit more of the line play than I do. Sometimes I'm following that football. But boy, Brogan Bupp has been big out there. I'll mention him again. Monroe Cody Daniels and Gunnar McDade. When you've got 3 offensive linemen going against a T, and you've got guys in the backfield like we've seen for Ithaca, really tells you about what that defensive line is doing. Here we go. 4th down and 7. They snap it. They run it up the middle of Lynch. It's not going to be a first down. Levi Lynch did a great job with some effort there trying to make it happen. But again, Mr. Brogan Bupp in on the tackle. It's going to be a turnover on downs, giving the ball back to the Yellow Jackets. But I don't really mind Sacred Heart Academy going for it that time, just inside Yellow Jacket territory. But the important thing is now you have got to stop this Yellow Jacket team. You do not want them going up 21-0 before the half and then getting the football to start the second half. Still 4 wide receivers, but a much tighter formation here for the Yellow Jackets as they're stacked just off the line of the scrimmage to the left of Rondy. Send a man in motion. It's Brodsky. He takes the handoff, trying to get the outside edge. Gets by one man. He's going to be brought down. Nice hit out there from Jackson Moore. A little J&J Auto collision report. Moore might have taken the business end of it, but he still helped bring down the ball carrier. We'll see if they give him first down yards or not. It's going to be close. It will be a first down there for Brodsky on the run. So 1 play, 1 first down for the Yellow Jackets. They still have 3 timeouts remaining with 3:13 left to go here in the second quarter. Shotgun look. And again, that Ithaca offense, sometimes it's click, click, click. It is so fast. Before the chain gain is even ready, they're up at the line of scrimmage, essentially ready for the snap. 1 wide receiver here to the near side of the field. Lone coverage out there for Karimi. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field for Gibson Rondy with Harper Merchant in the backfield. Quick throw over to Brodsky. Makes 1 guy miss at the line of scrimmage. Tackle from behind from Sacred Heart Academy is going to be Calvin Andrea, but still a solid gain on the play on first down. If you're Ithaca, you'll take 6-7 yards every time on first down. Play coming in here for Ithaca. They're going to go back to that tight formation. 2 wide receivers stacked just off the left side of the line. 2 wide receivers stacked just off the right side of the line here for Gibson Rondy with Harper Merchant in the backfield. Man in motion, gets the handoff. It's Grayson Merchant. He looks to turn the corner here. He's going to be brought down by Levi Lynch at the line of scrimmage. Big time tackle there from Lynch to bring up 3rd down here for the Yellow Jackets. Great job by Lynch right there, stringing that one all the way out, getting some love from his teammates, Joey Andres and Calvin Andrea, coming up with a big tackle there. So going to bring up 3rd down and 3, definite 4-down territory here for the Yellow Jackets. Now under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Shotgun look, 3 wide to the right for Rondy, 1 to the left, with Harper Merchant lined up to his left in the backfield. Takes a shotgun snap. Hand off to Merchant up the middle. He's got first down yardage. Goes across the 30, across the 20, turning on the Jets to the 10, 5, touchdown! Harper Merchant from 39 yards out. The senior's 2nd TD run of the first half. This one a bit more electric than the first one as the senior totes it for 39 yards into the end zone. It's now 20-0 Ithaca Yellow Jackets with 1:41 left to go in the second quarter. Big time run there for Merchant. Once he hit that corner, he absolutely turned on the Jets and nobody was going to catch him. Brodsky now out there for the extra point with 1:41 left to go in the second quarter. Brodsky, snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is good. It's 21-0. Ithaca with the lead here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network as we approach our Malley Construction and Clark Modular Homes halftime report. And think about the Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game. We may have just saw it right there on the 39-yard touchdown run from Harper Merchant. He had some great blocking on the outside, and once he turned a corner at about the 30-yard line, he really showed that speed and just bolted his way to the end zone for the 39-yard TD run. That will be in the running for our Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game. And also you got to think about Mr. Merchant now as our Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, brought to you by Weefrich Financial, as he now has 2 touchdown runs. And Gibson Rondy also doing a great job of running the show as well for Sacred Heart Academy. Check the NFHS network stream for Shepherd and Elma, and it was down. We'll have to see if we can pull that back up and see if my man Dan Swaffer's got any updates coming from me for the D. Swaffer contracting updates. And it does look like Shepherd is up here in the first quarter at Elma. 14-0 towards the end of that first quarter. And so the Blue Jays, that big senior class, Eisenberger, and the crew rolling to start things off against the Elma Panthers. I know there was a lot of talk with the Panthers and the Blue Jays as well coming up this week on the Insta, on the socials, and all that stuff as well. Brodsky with the kickoff. This one's going to be high right about the 9-yard line is where Kyvan Rose will field it. He's up across the 20, brought down at the 25-yard line. 1:36 left to go here in the first half. See if the Irish can try and do anything offensively here. We haven't seen Moore drop back a ton to try and throw the football. This could be the situation for it, but also what we've seen with the Ithaca offense, you can't go 3 and out, not take any time off the clock and give it back to Ithaca because they still have 3 timeouts remaining. Martin High out there tying up his shoe as Leland Martinez comes in with the play. And also love to our friends, the Diner, Isabella Bank, Precision Screen Printing, the Maryland Chapman Memorial Fund, Brickner and Bunker Farm Bureau Insurance, and Hanging by a Thread, along with our friends at Pure Plumbing. Handoff up the middle to Maxim Boykin Lynch out of the I formation. He's got running room across the 40, out to the 44-yard line. The first time the Irish go away from the tee, they line up in that I formation, and it's a big-time run from Maxim Boykin Lynch. And he's a guy, you get his legs churning, he is going to be tough to bring down, but that's the first time he's really been able to get a full head of steam in this game. Leland Martinez quickly in with the play here as it's one play, 1 first down, a gain of 18. I formation look once again. Going under center is Jackson Moore. He's going to hand this off to Boykin Lynch once again, trying to find some room here off the near side. It's going to be a pickup of 2 or 3 in this situation. We've got a timeout on the field. See who's calling that timeout. It's going to be the Yellow Jackets calling the timeout with 1:10 left to go. They're thinking about a chance to give themselves the football back here before halftime. We'll keep things right here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 21-0 Ithaca with the lead. Just right around a minute remaining here in the second quarter. More love to our friends. Mentioned Pure Plumbing, All Seasons Fireworks, WW Construction, Mid-Michigan Agency, Auto Owners Insurance, Riverwood Resort, 989 Bar and Grill, The Pines in Tallies out in Lake Isabella, Bogwai Bank on Bradley, Martinez Painting, Martinez Cleaning, and Martinez Lawn Care, Beale City Public Schools, Sacred Heart Academy, and Mount Pleasant Public Schools, along with our friends at Moorbark out and Wynn. Also love ENS Graphics, Block Electric, sponsor of our Block of the Game. And something we'll have to keep an eye on here. Also love to our friends, GNS Mechanical, Joe Wentworth, Bryce Updegraff, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, Mount Pleasant Automotive, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Conwinski Construction, Blockco Pools and Spas, J&J Auto, along with those title sponsors. Woods Household, our pregame show sponsor, Weefrich Financial, sponsor the Zaid Batchelor Baller of the Game, Brad Melly Well Drilling, and I'll make the joke, if you are Sacred Heart, you can't give the ball back here, you might dig yourself a hole so deep that only Brad Melly Well Drilling could get you out of there. Also love Malley Construction, Clark Modular Homes, our halftime sponsor. Bill's Custom Fab, sponsor the fabrication of the game. Our post-game show sponsor, the Bird All-American Grill. And you know we're coming to you from the Barberry Law Studios. Run for Jackson Moore here this time to the near side. He's got room across the 40, dances by a defender at the 35, and he's going to have first down yardage. And out there defensively right now is Devin Fisher. I think Sandy stepped out of bounds right before he went to make the tackles. Maybe why he went let him by a little bit. But as my old buddy Brett Heibel would say, you've got to play till the end of the whistle. Not just play to the whistle, you got to play to the end of the whistle. And we do have a flag on the field here on the near side. You can't see it because all the Sacred Heart people are in front of it. What will that penalty be? If it backs up Sacred Heart Academy, that could essentially bring an end to this first half, because if you're Ithaca, you might just try running some clock, and it does look like the Irish will be backed up. And so that will be a hold. And so, again, Irish penalty here is going to back them up. And so penalty on what would have been a big first down run. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. And so that hold did occur way down the field, but still, instead of being at the 30-yard line or so, you're now still in Ithaca territory as the clock churns again under 53 seconds now remaining. 2nd down and 6 for Sacred Heart Academy. Going under center. Fake the handoff one way. Now they go to Creamy here on the near side. He's going to cross the 50-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Ithaca's speed. So you got that 3-5-3, and so all those linebackers, they're not necessarily worried about penetrating the backfield. They're reading their keys out there. They're watching where that guard goes. If that guard's pulling one way, they know that's where the run is going to be going to. It's going to break up 3rd down and 2. Stepping out of bounds on the run was Karimi. 42 seconds left to go. It's Karimi. It's Boykin Lynch. It's Levi Lynch in the backfield. And hand this one off the middle to Levi Lynch. He has got nowhere to go. 54. Once again, Brogan Bupp continuing to make plays. I just talked about how what the defensive line does makes it so the linebackers don't necessarily need to penetrate and get in the backfield, but Brogan Bupp just does such a fantastic job reading plays that he was all over that one. Got a timeout on the field coming from Ithaca. Again, they're going to try and do something here. Just under a minute remaining. And much love going out to our friends. The Diner, Isabella Bank, Isabella Community Sportsplex, Dance Again, Dresco Simon Shop, CNC Enterprises, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, Smith & Sons, the Beale City Village Store, Dog Central, Barry Funeral Home, Boomer's Lawn Care, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Stitches for Britches, Schaefer's Bait and Sporting Goods, Gross Farms, Brad Gross Electric, the Fisher Companies, Kenneth Egger at DDS, Marciano Storage out in Wademan, Real Basketball, and the Mid-Michigan Aces Volleyball doing great things here with local hoops and local volleyball. You see the deeper playoff runs that our volleyball teams, that our basketball teams are going on. It's because those kids are having those travel ball opportunities with Lance Manny and Real Basketball and Krista Davis in Mid-Michigan Aces Volleyball. I also shout out to one of my best buddies, Jake Lazaroff Counseling in downtown Mount Pleasant, one of the guidance counselors for Mount Pleasant Public Schools. And also my buddy D. Swaffer Contracting, providing us some updates tonight for the Shepherd Blue Jays. Last afternoon, they were leading the Elma Panthers 14-0 on the road. 4th down and 3. Sacred Heart lining up to go for it here in this situation. They're going to hand it off to Boykin Lynch. He looks to churn forward. He's going to be really close to 1st down yardage. We haven't seen a measurement yet today because there have been a couple close calls, and it's almost like the tie goes to the offense nowadays, but it is really close. It's right on that 47-yard line. Waiting to see the call. Looks like they're going to they're going to back up. I like what Sacred Heart was doing. They were running right up there to run the next play, forcing the decision on the officials. All right, are we going to bring the chains out here? Yes, we will. This is going to be a very dramatic measurement here on this one. If the ball's turned back over to Ithaca, they got a chance to go up 28-0 at the half. If they were able to score quickly, they're getting the football as well. If you're Sacred Heart Academy, the 1st down is going to be big. It'll give you some momentum. It's a turnover. He didn't quite get there. A big 4th down stop for the Yellow Jackets to get the ball back with 32 seconds left to go. What a huge play in this game. You talk about our Bills custom fabrication of the game. If Ithaca's able to score here, that could turn out to be the biggest play of the game, because it's really going to hamstring Sacred Heart. If Ithaca comes out and scores, they get the ball and score, they get up 35. That clock is going to start running really fast. Yeah, we know Rondy can toss that football. We also know if he gets some guys going long and he gets outside of the pocket, he could cause a lot of trouble running the football as well. The Jackets have got 1 timeout remaining, 32.8 seconds on the clock. Rondy rolling to his right. He's got 3 wide receivers that way. Quick throw. It's going to be caught near the 1st down marker for a completion, and quickly getting out of bounds as well is the wide receiver on the far side of the field. So you just got 32 seconds left to go, but that is the dream of having a senior quarterback right there. If you're Jordan Hesbrook, you've got the confidence to say, you know what? We got 30 seconds. That's enough time to go length of the field. Let's try and make it happen. 1st down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets just inside Irish territory, and that wide receiver stepping out of bounds, a big deal as well, as it stops the clock and preserves that timeout for Ithaca. Shotgun look once again for Rondy. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 wide receivers to his left. He's dropping back, looking to throw. It's another quick throw out to the far side of the field to his right. It's going to be caught by Grayson Merchant for a pickup of maybe 5-6 yards there. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, the clock stops, 22 seconds left to go. Hank McDonald doing a great job from his defensive end position coming back to make that tackle. 22 seconds left to go. Ball just inside the 40-yard line for Gibson Rondy and the Yellow Jacket attack. 2 wide receivers to each side lined up to the left of Gibson Rondy is Harper Merchant. Rondy dropped back looking to throw. He's going towards the sideline once again. It's caught. Great tackle that time by Kyvan Rose, not allowing the wide receiver to get out of bounds. The clock will stop for a moment on the 1st down. And again, Ithaca, that offense, they're so fast, they are up there ready to go. And it was 1st down yardage. And so initially what happened there, after the tackle occurred in the play of field, the referee kind of winded things like keep the clock running. However, it was a 1st down, so the clock should have stopped for a moment. That's actually going to force Ithaca to take their final timeout there. Still has got 2nd down and 5 up there on the scoreboard, but it definitely is a 1st down, still waiting for them to move the chains. Not exactly sure what's happening here, but it's 21-0 Ithaca with the lead. If they get into the end zone here, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half. You're in a bit of dire straits mode already if you are the Irish here in the 2nd quarter, because you cannot give up another TD to this team. Another update coming from my buddy Dan Swaffer and D. Swaffer Contracting out of Shepherd. Our halftime score in Elma, the Panthers 6, the Blue Jays 14. So Elma getting on the board towards the end of the half there, but Shepherd still holding that 14-6 lead. Shotgun look for Gibson Rondy. 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side for the senior quarterback, senior running back Harper Merchant lined up to his left. The clock running down there. 15 seconds left to go as we get set here for the 1st down play. For the Yellow Jackets, maybe just got a couple shots to the end zone here. They're going to fake the pitch in the backfield to Fisher. Now they go back to him. It's Grayson Merchant. He's got the catch. He's inside the 25-yard line. Great intelligent play there from Grayson Merchant, knowing he had to get out of bounds to give his team another play. He did just that. So Merchant with the catch there. We'll see what they do. 7.5 seconds left to go, and one of the officials there getting a little hitch in the giddy up there as the play was going towards the sideline. And sometimes when you're official, you are out there in the gist of it, and there's not really anything you can do. And so for an official injury timeout here, we're going to take a timeout. There's 7.5 seconds left to go here in the 2nd quarter. The Yellow Jackets are threatening at their own 20, at the Irish 23, but they don't have any timeouts left. You talk about the Bills' custom fabrication of the game. It might be these final 7 seconds. If Ithaca scores, they get the ball to start the 2nd half. They can really start to run some clock, and if they score and go up 35-0, it's going to be big-time trouble for the Irish. But if the Irish get a stop, that'll give them some momentum defensively going into the half to maybe get another stop coming out in the 2nd half. Back with more Irish Ithaca football right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Mount Pleasant Automotive on Mission has been serving local auto shops and do-it-yourselfers since 1988. Mount Pleasant Automotive is locally owned and carries all the auto part, car care products, and auto maintenance supplies you will need. Visit them online at mtpleasantautomotive.com. Mount Pleasant Automotive, caring for our cars and our local student athletes.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 7 seconds left to go. 1st down and 10 from the 20 for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. They can't keep it on the ground. They got to go to the air here with just a couple seconds left to go. Throw it towards the corner of the end zone. Going up. It's caught by Devin Fisher for the touchdown. What a catch from the senior Gibson Rondy. It makes it 27-0 Ithaca. And you talk about the Bills' custom fabrication of the game. Fisher going up and absolutely bringing that one down. It was great defense from Maxim Boykin Lynch, but Fisher just went up a couple more inches to bring that one in with 0.7 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. What a play right there from Devin Fisher to come up with essentially the buzzer-beating touchdown catch here at the end of the first half. 27-0 Yellow Jackets with the lead. Landon Brodsky out there for the extra point for the Yellow Jackets. What a catch there from Devin Fisher. We're going to hopefully do 15 to 20 games this year. I don't know if we're going to see a better catch than that one that we saw right there. Young man from Midland Bullock Creek brought one in, maybe even a little bit more insane last year that we saw. But what a play right there from Devin Fisher to put the Yellow Jackets up 28-0 right near the end of the first half. We just sent it to a commercial break. We got halftime coming up, so we'll keep it right here, and I'll continue to give some more love to our sponsors, and we are pretty much sold out going into game one of year 3 here at the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, and so the support from the community has been overwhelming. It's been awesome, allowing me to have the greatest job in the world. And so much love going out to our friends, J&J Auto, Blockco Pools and Spas, Conwinski Construction, Weber Brothers Home, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, Mount Pleasant Automotive, Joe Wentworth, Bryce Updegraff, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, GNS Mechanical, Block Electric, ENS Graphics, along with the Woods Household Appliance, a We for Rich Financial, Brad Malley Well Drilling, Malley Construction, Clark Modular Homes, Bill's Custom Fab, The Bird All-American Grill, and Barberry Law. 0.7 seconds left to go, and so if you're Sacred Heart, you could kind of use this like a final play of the game type thing here. Could see a couple laterals and different stuff like that. You'd be almost a might as well at this point. Lining off to kick things off is Brodsky, but then again, Brodsky, the way he's kicked it, maybe if you're Sacred Heart, you let it go into the end zone and give yourself one play from the line of scrimmage. Again, Brodsky, what we've seen so far, it's going to be tough for him to come up with that Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, brought to you by Weefrich Financial, but his kicking contributions have been a big deal, backing up Sacred Heart on pretty much every single possession. This one will be a little bit of a squib kick. It's going to take a bounce. Sacred Heart's going to pick it up just outside their 30-yard line, and they will be brought down there, and that will bring us to the half. And so you had the kickoff, but then it brought us to the half. So our score, 28-0. Ithaca with the lead, and boy, they have been dominant. They've only been stopped one time on offense, and that was because of a penalty that really backed them up. We're going to come back with a quick recap, and then we'll send it off to This Week at MHSAA Sports and much more with John Ross. You're listening to the Clark Modular Homes Malley Construction Halftime Report. Back with more right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Weefrich Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefrich Financial. Weefrich Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefrichFinancial.com, visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant, call or text 989-953-7888. Weefrich Financial, member SIPC.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Welcome back to it on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. We're going to Clark Modular Homes Malley Construction halftime report here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Quick little drive report breakdown of our first half. The Irish got the ball to start the game. 2 Yellow Jacket penalties helped them move up the field, but then a big Sacred Heart Academy third down penalty backed them up and ultimately stalled out that drive. And you wonder at this point, what would have happened if Sacred Heart Academy was able to put some points on the board in drive number 1? Ithaca got there, the ball first time, 7:53 left to go in the first quarter, 8 plays, 5 first downs. It was Gibson Rondy with an 8-yard touchdown run. The extra point was missed. It was 6-0, 5:09 left to go in the first quarter at that point. The Irish ran 6 plays from their own 20-yard line, but ultimately had to punt it away with Leland Martinez. Ithaca took over just under a minute remaining in the first quarter at their own 44. Big-time run from Harper Merchant.
Gibson Rondy connected with Connor McMurphy for a big play, and ultimately it was Harper Merchant taking it in for a touchdown run to make it 14-0 Ithaca with 10:54 left to go in the second quarter. That's when Sacred Heart Academy got the ball back. They went 3 and out, had to punt it right back to the Yellow Jackets, who went 3 and out on their own, had to punt it back to Sacred Heart Academy. And the Irish had another good drive starting at their own 42, picked up a first down, had a 4th down and short, decided to go for it. It was a turnover on down, setting Ithaca up with the football. 3:36 left to go in the second quarter at their own 43-yard line. It just took them 3 plays. It was a 39-yard touchdown run from Harper Merchant to put the Yellow Jackets up 21-0. That allowed Sacred Heart Academy to get the ball back with 1:41 left to go at their own 25. They would have had a big run from Jackson Moore. It was ultimately backed up because of a penalty. Then it was a big 4th down stop from Brogan Bupp and the Ithaca Yellow Jackets to give the ball back to the offense with just over 30 seconds remaining. A big-time pitch and catch from Gibson Rondy to Devin Fisher made it 28-0 here at the half. The Yellow Jackets have got it going offensively and defensively, but that is what we expect from this senior-led team here. What a first half from Rondy. And again, Harper Merchant had to sit out all of last year with an injury. He's got 2 touchdowns, including a 39-yarder. So happy for the senior. Time for This Week in MHSA Sports with John Ross and much more. We'll be back with the second half right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family-owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7, and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Martinez Lawn Care, just like our local football teams, can keep your yard looking good deep into fall, and we all know winter is coming. Call now to get on their snow plowing schedule. Find Martinez Lawn Care on Facebook or call them at 989-317-5536. Riverwood Resort is Mid-Michigan's premier destination for entertainment. Riverwood features 36 holes of championship golf at Riverwood and the Pines, 2 top-notch restaurants, 989 Bar and Grill and Tallies, and 24 lanes of bowling fun at Riverwood. And bowling leagues start rolling in September. There's still plenty of time to get some rounds in before the snow hits, and spots are filling up fast for golf simulator tee times this winter. Visit riverwoodresort.com to learn more today. Riverwood Resort and the Pines, proud supporters of local student athletes. Bogwai Banga and Bradley on Main Street in Mount Pleasant provides uncompromising integrity when providing tax and accounting services to individuals and small businesses in the Mid-Michigan area. Bogwai Banga and Bradley has an expert CPA ready to help you, whether you're an individual that needs help with taxes or a business that needs help with, well, just about everything. Bogwai Banga and Bradley is a leader in the community and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Visit them online at bwbpc.com or stop into their office on Main Street in downtown Mount Pleasant. The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant. Martinez Painting, Central Michigan's trusted painting professionals. They specialize in both interior and exterior jobs for your home and business. No matter how big or how small the job, they transform any space with quality and precision. Learn more by visiting Martinez Painting on Facebook today or give them a call at 989-317-5536. When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools.
Grand Rapids was the officiating capital of the world for one day, and we introduced a new series on why officials officiate. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, and coming to you from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. In late July, about 1,000 MHSAA registered officials attended Officiate Michigan Day at DeVos Place in Grand Rapids. Some of the biggest names in officiating from across the country were on hand to lead discussions, workshops, and training sessions. The two keynote speakers were Mike Pereira, a former college and NFL official who is now the TV rules analyst for Fox Sports, and Carrie Seitz, the current vice president of refereeing for U.S. Soccer and the former FIFA head of refereeing. Seitz is also a graduate of Brighton High School and Michigan State University. Officiate Michigan Day was designed to benefit officials with any level of experience, veteran to beginner. High-profile clinicians representing several sports on all levels, including the NFL, NBA, MLB, NCAA, FIFA, and the National Women's Soccer League, provided face-to-face training during 4 sport-specific breakout sessions throughout the conference. This was the third Officiate Michigan Day, joining events in 2013 and 2018. And for more, check out the officials page at MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. We lead things off with the Volley Turf Takeover at Lansing Catholic, where Williamston and Lansing Catholic both won volleyball matches played outside on the Cougars football field. Elliot Bigger had a goal and 2 assists in Traverse City Christian's win over Manistee, the first standalone boys soccer game for Traverse City Christian. Previously, they had been in a co-op with TC St. Francis. And a Hart Jr. Silas Ackley. He led a trio of Pirates in the top 10 as Hart came in first at the Pete Moss Cross Country Invite.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. Odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for tuition-free community college, up to $27,500 at a public or private university, or up to $4,000 for a trade school or career training program, no matter their GPA. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them there. Simply fill out the FAFSA to apply. Get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with MHSAA registered official Paige Winnie.
We're on the football field today, where the offense has the ball on their own 20-yard line. It's 3rd and 10. They run a draw play with the running back gaining 9 yards before fumbling at the 29-yard line. The fumbled ball goes forward to the 35-yard line before another offensive player recovers. Where should the ball be marked? Because the ball was recovered inbounds, it's first down for the offense at the point of recovery, the 35-yard line. If the ball had rolled out of bounds at the 35-yard line before anyone could recover it, it would have been brought back to the spot of the fumble, the 29-yard line, making it 4th and 1 for the offense.
Thanks, Paige. There are lots of reasons to get in and stay in officiating. Each week, we hear from a current or former official in a segment called What's My Why? This week, we hear from Mike Pereira, who is currently the football rules analyst for Fox Sports.
I didn't want to officiate when they first came to me. I said no. My dad would officiate. They said, why? I said, I don't have any desire to. And they said, well, why? I said, because I don't. Well, your dad officiated. Well, maybe that's it. I used to go to games and watch him get yelled at. But it's $10 a game. It's $10 a game on Sunday, 3 games. $30 cash. I was a college student with no money. I said, I always thought I wanted to officiate. And out I went, and it was kind of interesting that first quarter of the first game, the first Pop Warner game, first quarter, parents are yelling at me. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Little kids running around. And it was like somebody injected me with adrenaline. I found my passion in life. As stupid as that maybe sound, I found my passion in life.
Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register and to check out other What's My Whys. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us here in the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Hey guys, it's Tanya from Clark Modular Homes. I'm here to talk to you today about who we are and what we do. Clark's opened in 1983 and has been centrally located right here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We have one of the largest display centers with around 12 to 15 homes on display all year round. We have a fully experienced staff. We also have an in-house project manager who can pull our permits and coordinate our job from start to finish. We are proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are our own contractor, making it a one-stop shop for you for your home building needs. As the owner would say, we can do it all.
Malley Construction in Mount Pleasant are experts in residential and commercial construction. From poured walls, flat work, pipe work, and road work, Malley Construction does it all. And they are Michigan Department of Transportation pre-qualified. Malley Construction is family-owned and a proud supporter of local high school sports. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit weefridgefinancial.com, visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant, call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. Welcome back inside the Barbary Law Studios and our Clark Modular Homes Malley Construction halftime report. Both teams are out there stretching. You see that clock counting down right now, but they will add another 3 minutes there as teams have come out of the locker room and are getting set and getting ready to go for half number 2. 28-0 halftime lead right now for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. They have a commanding lead over Sacred Heart Academy, and they will get the football to start the second half. And so if you are Sacred Heart Academy, it's do or die time. You don't get a stop here on this first drive. Ithaca goes down, scores a touchdown, puts that extra point up on the board. I don't want to say the game's over, but a running clock, it essentially would end the game, because if Ithaca got the ball the second time around with that running clock, they would absolutely bleed that clock dry running the football with Mr. Harper Merchant and Gibson Rondy. So Sacred Heart Academy is going to have to come out a little do-or-die time here defensively. And, again, this is a senior-laden defensive team for the Irish. And, again, you still got a good group of seniors on there for Sacred Heart Academy. And I'll mention again, Ithaca about 2 to 3 times size of school as the Irish as well. So the Irish playing up a division here, Ithaca playing down a division, and Ithaca handling it right now. It's 28-0 Yellow Jackets in the lead here at our Clark Modular Homes Malley Construction halftime report. Going to send it out to another break to hear from some of our fantastic Mid-Michigan Sports Network sponsors. When we come back, we'll get you set up for this second half, see if the Irish can get a stop, try and make a game out of this in half number 2. Back with more Irish Ithaca football right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top-quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Riverwood Resort is Mid-Michigan's premier destination for entertainment. Riverwood features 36 holes of championship golf at Riverwood and the Pines, 2 top-notch restaurants, 989 Bar and Grill and Tallies, and 24 lanes of bowling fun at Riverwood. And bowling leagues start rolling in September. There's still plenty of time to get some rounds in before the snow hits, and spots are filling up fast for golf simulator tee times this winter. Visit riverwoodresort.com to learn more today. Riverwood Resort and the Pines, proud supporters of local student athletes. Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network as we get ready for the second half. The Yellow Jackets lead Sacred Heart Academy 28-0. Score update brought to you by our friend D. Swaffer Contracting in Shepherd. His son and the Shepherd Blue Jays are up on the Elma Panthers 14-6 with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. They're also driving deep inside Elma Panther territory, just outside of the 20-yard line as I do my best Porky the Pig inspection here. 28-0. Ithaca getting the ball to start the second half. How about Bill's Custom Fab, fabrication of the game type of stuff, and also GNS Mechanical spark of the game. If the Irish can get a stop right here, maybe it can spark something for the Irish. And again, it's going to be a big hill to climb for them to come back in this one. However, first game of the season, if the Irish come out of this game losing 28-14 or something like that, it give you a lot of positive signs going forward. But they're going to have to stop this Yellow Jacket offense first, something they've only been able to do one time in that first half. Little pop kick right here is going to be fielded by Brodsky at the 30-yard line. He takes it up to the 40-yard line, dives ahead to the 43. Great job there by Landon Brodsky, making a little something out of nothing, kicking it to the up man. And again, he's had a big impact on this game, Landon Brodsky. He's ran the ball a few times. He's caught a couple passes. But what he's done kicking the ball has really been fantastic. The Irish 2 different times had to start at their own 20-yard line because of touchbacks. And another kick, he kind of popped it up, not trying to go for the touchback. So, own 42-yard line is where the Yellow Jackets will start this drive after the nice return from Brodsky. Going back in the shotgun is going to be Mr. Gibson Rondy. He's got Harper Merchant lined up to his, it's going to be Brodsky lined up to his right. Harper Merchant's lined up as an up man. Now, man going in motion is Grayson Merchant. Merchant now slot on the left side of the field. Rondy takes the snap. It's going to be a run all the way for Brodsky. Missed tackle in the backfield. It's going to allow Brodsky to maybe get a yard or two. Great job getting in the backfield from Mr. Cruz Cotter. Just couldn't quite bring up the tackle. It was almost like he got back there too fast and overran the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 here. Good job by that defensive front of Sacred Heart Academy. Again, if you are the Yellow Jackets, you have this fast-paced offense. Will they come up and run a play here on this drive, or are they going to start ticking that clock right now with this 28-0 lead? 2 wide receivers to the left of Rondy. He's also kind of got an up man called a tight end that way as well. Fake the handoff to Harper Merchant, looking to go downfield. It's caught by Devin Fisher for first down yardage. Nice hit out there from Kyvan Rose to bring him down. It's going to be very close to first down yardage. We'll see if it moves the chains or not. Right there on the line, and they will give them the first down. And so if you're Ithaca, started great field position at your own 42-yard line. You've ran 2 plays. You've picked up the first down and moved yourself into Irish territory with 10:50 left to go in the third quarter. Again, a touchdown and an extra point would get that clock running until the Irish get it below 35 again. Handoff is going to go to Harper Merchant. He breaks 1 tackle, now looks to reverse the other side of the field, but there is Levi Lynch to bring him down in the backfield. Little J&J Auto collision report there for Mr. Levi Lynch, and not anything done wrong from Harper Merchant. He did a great job going one way, kind of had to come back the other way, tried to find something out there, but just wasn't anywhere for him to go. Great job by Levi Lynch staying with that one. Clock stopped right now, 10:15, or now it's churning again, 10-11 left to go and moving. Rondy in the gun with 3 wide receivers to his right on the 2nd down and 12. Rondy dropping back, looking to throw. He's got some time. He's now flushed to his left. Looks downfield. He's got a man. It's Connor McMurphy. He makes the catch. He gets a block downfield, and McMurphy is gone. Touchdown, 49 yards from Rondy to McMurphy.
What a play in the backfield there from Gibson Rondy. He flushed out of the pocket. It looked like he might have even pointed to McMurphy to kind of change his route and go long. Once he did, he was wide open. He got a great block downfield from a fellow wide receiver to spring him free for the touchdown. It's Rondy to McMurphy for the TD. It is now 34-0 Ithaca, and the extra point here could put us at a running clock, allowing myself and Adam Gursky to maybe scoot out of here a little bit early, as we have got a ton of football to bring you the next 2 days as well. The kick is up. It is good from Brodsky. It is now 35-0 Ithaca in front. As I mentioned, lots more football coming up tomorrow and Saturday. Tomorrow, Beale City versus Ravenna at Ferris State. And Saturday, battle at the Big House. The Mount Pleasant Oilers taking on Saginaw Heritage, but right now it's all Yellow Jackets all the time. They lead Sacred Heart 35-0, 9:55 left in the third quarter. Back with more Irish Ithaca football right after this.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher Day or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Riverwood Resort is Mid-Michigan's premier destination for entertainment. Riverwood features 36 holes of championship golf at Riverwood and the Pines, 2 top-notch restaurants, 989 Bar and Grill and Tallies, and 24 lanes of bowling fun at Riverwood. And bowling leagues start rolling in September. There's still plenty of time to get some rounds in before the snow hits, and spots are filling up fast for golf simulator tee times this winter. Visit riverwoodresort.com to learn more today. Riverwood Resort and the Pines, proud supporters of local student athletes.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Yeah, you go out to Riverwood Resort or the Pines, you might get to smoke this guy in some golf as well before the end of the season. Another kickoff from Mr. Brodsky that goes into the back of the end zone, not allowing the very dangerous Kyvan Rose to get his hands on the football. You got 9:55 left to go in the third quarter. You're the Irish. You're down 35-0. It's a running clock, a situation that any Irish sports program is not used to being in this situation, but when you hear me talk with the kids doing the cheesy interviews, I often said, what's something you learn playing high school football you can't learn in the classroom? And it's these type of situations right here. You're frustrated, you're down big, but you still have to go out and compete. Couple great moves there from Mark Karimi, get himself out to the 24-yard line. And so if you're the Irish, you have to continue to come out here and fight, show good sportsmanship, and see if you can pull something together. And you have to get some points right here so that clock doesn't continue to churn every moment of this ball game. Right now, at this point, the only thing that will stop the clock is a penalty, a timeout, or a touchdown. You go out of bounds, an incomplete pass, none of that stuff will stop the clock at this point. 2nd down and 5 for Sacred Heart Academy. Trying to find some room here to the near side is the ball carrier. He's going to be swallowed up quickly. Brogan Bupp there once again. Connor McMurphy also in on the tackle of Maxim Boykin Lynch. A couple times we've seen Boykin Lynch get loose. He's been able to do a good job, but he's rarely gotten to the second level running the football here today. Same goes for Levi Lynch and Mark Karimi as well. Those 5 linebackers for this Ithaca squad, they've just been everywhere. Brodsky, Merchant, Schenkel, Bupp, and Mr. McCormick. Another run this time for Sacred Heart Academy. Looks like it's going to be stalled after a gain of maybe a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down here for the Irish. You already trail by 35. The clock is running, but again, Coach Wheaton is a lot smarter than I am. We'll see if he tries to draw something up here, if he's just going to punt the ball back and see if his defense can do something with it. 8:28 left to go. 35-0 the score. So taking some time, getting the plan right now are the Irish on this 4th down situation. It is 4th down and 2, so you definitely could go for it here. We might see a timeout coming actually from Sacred Heart Academy in this situation. As I pull back up here, the stream for the Panthers and the Blue Jays. Looked like the Blue Jays were driving in. Looks like they got backed up a penalty, but then I looked, and it's 1st and 10 from the 30, and so I don't think the scoreboard there might be exactly correct. But Shepherd does lead Alma 14-6 deep in the third quarter in Alma. Again, Alma's football field got redone a couple years ago. It is looking great. Timeout called by Sacred Heart Academy. 4th down and 2 from their own 27. And this might be a situation if you're Coach Wheaton, you might put it on the boys. Say, what do you guys want to do? Like, this game has not gone our way, but we could try and go for it here. If we get it, maybe it'll be the spark we need. Brought to you by our friends at GNS Mechanical. But if you don't get it, you're pretty much done for at that point, because you're going to set up Ithaca with really good field position. I'm going to make the joke, might even be in field goal range with Mr. Landon Brodsky. Timeout on the field. Thanks to more of our great sponsors. Barbary Law, The Bird All-American Grill, Bill's Custom Fab, Clark Modular Homes, Malley Construction, Brad Malley Well Drilling, Weaver Rich Financial, along with Woods Household Appliance. I'll make that joke again. If the Irish don't get this here, they're going to dig themselves a hole deep. I don't know if Brad Malley Well Drilling could even get them out of it. Here comes the 4th down and 2 play. It looks like the snap was fumbled. Trying to find some room is Moore. He's going to be leveled out there. A little J&J auto collision report. That was Mr. Carson Schenkel laying a hammer on that one. It's going to be a turnover on downs, I believe, giving the ball back to the Yellow Jackets, just waiting for them to actually put it up there. And it will be 1st down Ithaca, and that clock will continue to move. Our score remains 35-0. Schenkel with a big hit out there. It said that J&J auto collision report to bring down the ball carrier before he had a chance to get to that 1st down marker. That might have been the biggest hit of the game so far from Mr. Carson Schenkel. Here comes Ithaca, set up with fantastic field position at the SHA 30-yard line with 7:16 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun look for Rondy. They're going to pitch it to Harper Merchant on a little bit of a reverse. He's got some room up the middle. He's inside the 20. Now he's still going inside the 15, pushing the pile. Big-time play right there. I mentioned Harper Merchant was not able to play football last year, his junior season. You can see the hunger every time this kid runs the football, every time he makes a tackle. He just means business out there, and he knows that every game could be his last game. And when you play football like that, it just can put you on a different level. 6:35 left to go, 3rd quarter. The Yellow Jackets threatening again after the turnover on down. Set them up with great field position at the Irish 30-yard line. They've ran one play. They've picked up 1 first down. It's Merchant off the far side once again. He breaks a couple tackles. Not quite 1st down yardage, but he's going to be close to it inside the 10-yard line. Leland Martinez with tackle on the far side of the field for Sacred Heart Academy. Call it 2nd down and 5 here just inside the 10-yard line. Ithaca can pick up a 1st down around the 4 to give themselves another set of downs inside the 10 here. Now under 6 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Again, once you get to this running clock, things can move very, very fast. Rondy takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, looking to go to the air. He's got a man out in the flat. It's Grayson Merchant. He catches it. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Rondy with another TD toss. He has been fantastic, the senior, making everything happen right now as he connects with Grayson Merchant for the touchdown. The Merchant boys now are both on the board. Couple touchdown runs for Harper Merchant. Now a touchdown catch for Grayson Merchant. And it's 41-0. Sacred Heart Academy trails the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. That far part of the corner there is about the range for the window that we've got here. The extra point is up and good. It's 42-0. Ithaca Yellow Jackets with the lead. What a commanding performance here in game number 1 of the season. Going to take another break to hear from our friends at Woods Household and Weber Brothers Sawmill. Be back with more Irish Ithaca football right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill by Standing Timber and Logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 42-0, Ithaca with the lead over Sacred Heart Academy. Mentioned in the pregame, if you're going to stop Ithaca, got to start with stopping Gibson Rondy. He's now got, I believe, 3 touchdown tosses, 1 to Grayson Merchant, 1 to Connor McMurphy, 1 from Devin Fisher. He's also ran 1 in as well. And so 4 touchdowns for Mr. Gibson Rondy in this one. 2 touchdown runs as well from Harper Merchant. It's got Ithaca up 42-0 with 5:43 left to go here in the third quarter. And that clock's going to continue to move fast with the running clock. Sacred Academy starting with the football at their own 20-yard line as Landon Brodsky continues to do a fantastic job kicking off for Ithaca. Run up the middle, nowhere to go. Ben Monroe, Brogan Bupp in on the tackle along with Mr. Neil McCormick. And coming into this game, myself and Adam Gursky continue to be Gibson Rondy in this offense, but now we need to start talking about Brogan Bupp in this defense because they have been absolutely fantastic. We know the athletes that Sacred Heart Academy has with Maxim Boykin Lynch, with Mark Karimi, Kyvan Rose, Mr. Levi Lynch, Jackson Moore all running the football. They've not been able to find open space out there because of the stout 3-5-3 defense from the Ithaca Yellow Jackets here tonight. Looking to go to the air here. It's going to be a throw. It's going to be almost caught by Hank McDonald. What a play from Grayson Merchant. Merchant fell for the fake, was completely out of the play, then somehow ran back, was able to get his hands up with his back turned to the ball, and was able to make the play. And again, if he made contact with Hank McDonald in the pros, unless it's the Lions playing the Cowboys, it probably would have been a pass interference. There's a 2015 Lions playoff reference for anybody there. But it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Clock continues to move here at Community Memorial Stadium with the lopsided score. Going back under center is Mr. Jackson Moore. Yeah, I really like the play call. It was just a great defensive play there from Merchant. Karimi trying to find some room to the outside. There's Merchant once again making the play. Grayson Merchant with the J&J Auto Collision Report here on the near sideline, bringing down the ball carrier, Karimi. And again, Karimi's trying to get to that outside, trying to turn that corner. Grayson Merchant made a very smart play. He didn't attack. He let Karimi come to him and made the nice, clean tackle when he did. If you're out there in the open field, sometimes it's the best thing to do to give up that yard, that 2 yards, instead of letting it go for 30, 40 yards. 4th down and 5. Looks like they're going to go for it. Actually, they're going to be punting this one away with Leland Martinez. Back deep to receive the kick is going to be Mr. Connor McMurphy. And every time we look down at the NFHS Network stream, 14-6 Shepherd with the lead. It seems like Shepherd's been on the goal line for about 20 minutes. Pressure being applied here. Martinez gets off the kick to the far side of the field. McMurphy's going to let it roll. It actually takes an Ithaca bounce right near the 50-yard line. That is where they will start with the football. Martinez done a great job punting it really high tonight, not allowing Connor McMurphy to really get underneath it and return anything. And a lot of times when you're facing 4th down in high school, football, you get that punt away, you don't get a return, that's about as good as you are going to get. So own 48-yard line for the Yellow Jackets is where they will start. We had a touchdown run coming from the Shepherd Blue Jays. They are now up 20-6 in the 4th quarter. Those Shepherd Blue Jay updates coming from my buddy Dan Swaffer and D. Swaffer Contracting. Shotgun look once again for Gibson Rondy. He's got 3 wide receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Snap is taken. It's actually going to be a run up the middle. It's actually Grayson Merchant now in at quarterback. He makes a couple guys miss. He's into the open field. We've got a late flag coming in for a hold. Merchant is brought down inside the 10-yard line. Grayson Merchant coming in to play quarterback for Gibson Rondy with the lopsided score. But you see the experience the junior got last year as a sophomore toting the rock playing quarterback as he made a great move right there. Went up the far sideline for a big-time run. And the holding penalty occurred about 25 yards away from the line of scrimmage, so I think it'll still be 1st down yardage, and Ithaca will have the ball inside Sacred Heart Academy territory. This is a tough one right here, and again, the rules that all these referees know. You think you know everything about football till you get into this situation. All right, it was definitely a first down run. Where did it occur place? Where do you got to mark the ball back from? Is it a first down still? But, so here we go. And it will be first down and 1, we'll call it, as we replay it there from where the penalty occurred and the yardage was marked off. Grayson Merchant in the gun. It's now an empty backfield for the junior backup quarterback as Rondy is now on the sidelines getting himself some Gatorade. Landon Brodsky with the run up the middle. Makes the guy miss. He's at the 30. He might go. 20, 10, touchdown. Ithaca Yellow Jackets and Landon Brodsky going in for the touchdown. Big time run right there from Brodsky. We do have a flag coming in. It could be a hold. I think it might also be an extracurricular penalty as we saw some stuff going on here on the near sideline. But it does look like the Yellow Jacket players are trotting back towards the line of scrimmage. And they will start to mark off some yards from inside the 20-yard line. So, again, another big run there from Ithaca. The Brodsky 43-yard touchdown run is going to come off the board, but it's still going to be a solid run right there for Mr. Landon Brodsky, the sophomore, who's played a big role here today. And think about what he's doing with the kicking game. He is a guy that may have kicking in college part of his future right there because he's already kicking the touchbacks as a sophomore. Man, that's a big deal. 42-0 our score. Clock moving here in the third quarter. 1:39 left to go. Shotgun look for Grayson Merchant. 2 wide receivers to each side of the field. Lined up in the backfield with him is Brodsky. Handoff, looking to run to the far side of the field. Nice turn up the middle, breaking a couple tackles out there with the run is the birthday boy, Michael Sheeler. So big-time run there. Little birthday run there. Again, another shout-out to Sarah DeGates. Let's call her my older, younger sister there. Happy birthday to her. Best she can be, celebrating with my brother. 2nd down and 8. Actually called 2nd down and 2, pardon me. At the 21-yard line. We're now under a minute remaining here in the third quarter. 42-0. Ithaca with the lead over Sacred Heart Academy. Just kind of cruising here in this second half to a 1-0 start. Sacred Heart Academy going to fall 0-1. They're going to have a long bus trip next week going downstate. Run up the middle for Merchant. He's got some room up the middle. He's going to get down to the 5-yard line. Drags a couple guys with him down to the 2. Big-time run right there for Merchant. And that could be the final play of the third quarter, depending on how the officials want to wind things down here. Kind of waiting to see if probably have some communication here with one of the players and one of the officials saying, hey, are we going to be able to run another play here? And they will not have to run another play. That will bring us to the end of the third quarter. It's 42-0, Ithaca with the lead. The Irish are still out here fighting their tails off, trying to get something going offensively, but it's been all Yellow Jackets all the time. They lead it 42-0 as we head to the fourth quarter. Score update, Shepherd leads it 20-6 with 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. The Alma Panthers have the ball around the 50-yard line. Back with more Ithaca Irish football right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Well, welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 42-0 is our score as we start the fourth quarter. The Yellow Jackets are threatening again. Grayson Merchant lined up in the gun. Lined up next to him, Michael Sheeler. Sheeler's going to get the handoff, looking to go up the middle, and it's a touchdown for the birthday boy, Sheeler, as he gets into the end zone for the TD and makes it 49-0. Ithaca with the lead.
Extra point team now coming in. That is one of the few things that will stop the clock here in this fourth quarter is that touchdown from the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. What a performance from Gibson Rondy. And then Grayson Merchant comes in, and Adam Gursky kind of notices, said, man, they don't look a whole lot different out there with Grayson Merchant at quarterback, and he looks really, really comfortable running the football as well. Here comes the extra point from Brodsky. Oops, fumble on the snap there. Now Brodsky dropping back, looking to throw. Here comes a breakout play. Got to try and make something happen. He launches it towards the end zone. There's a guy there, but it will fall incomplete. And so it's now 48-0 Ithaca with the lead here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. We've got 11:54 left to go in the fourth quarter as the Yellow Jackets are able to score on the first play of that fourth quarter. And so Sacred Heart Academy, they've got some time to try and get some positive things going here in the fourth quarter. That is the one thing you got to look for if you're Coach Wheaton and the crew. This is game one of a long, long season. You knew the Yellow Jackets were going to be outstanding coming into this year. You knew this was going to be a big test for the first game of the year, and it hasn't gone the way you've wanted, but with this young squad, you can still learn a ton of things about your football team in this moment right here. Going back to receive the kick, you've got Kyvan Rose, Mark Karimi, Micah Karimi. Also back there, possibly receive it, sophomore Oliver Sheets. And up in front of them, you've got Leland Martinez along with Joey Andres. 48-0 Ithaca with the lead. 11:54 left to go in this fourth quarter. Another update coming from Shepherd. They lead at 20-6, 7:52 left to go in the fourth quarter. Alma does have the ball just inside Shepherd Blue Jay territory. Again, big shout out to D. Swat for contracting, helping me out with those updates. Also love Jake Lazaroff. Jake Lazaroff counseling in downtown Mount Pleasant. Real basketball, Mid-Michigan Aces volleyball. Marciano Storage in Wademan. Kenneth Eggert EDS, the Fisher Companies. Gross Farms, Brad Gross Electric. Schaefer's Bait and Sporting Goods, Stitches for Britches, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Boomer's Lawn Care, Barry Funeral Home, Dog Central, the Beale City Village Store, Smith & Sons, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, CNC Enterprises, Dance Again in the Isabella Community Sportsplex. Also, big shout out to Moorbark. I was out there with Brad Canute making a commercial the other week and actually got to go in that huge pole barn that you just kind of dream of as a Shepherd kid when you're rolling by it. That was a great experience and proud to have them on as a sponsor here. One of the biggest companies when it comes to wood processing and organic material processing in the entire world, call their headquarters Win Michigan Home. Pretty cool stuff right there. Short return there on the kickoff. Sacred Heart Academy is going to take over right their own 25-yard line here. 11:30 left to go in the fourth quarter, and that clock is running. Lee Martinez coming in with the play here. And Gursky let me know Landon Brodsky also made the tackle after that kickoff as well. The sophomore he's got a bright future ahead of him, kicking and doing a lot of other things football-wise for this Yellow Jacket team. We've got timeout on the field coming from the Yellow Jackets. Coach Hesbrook saw something that he really didn't like out there as both teams came out to line up for that first down and 10 play. So timeout on the field. Give me a moment to thank some more of our great sponsors. Again, just so proud, honored, I will use the word, to have these businesses in the Mid-Michigan area backing what we do here at the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. And so when you're out and about in the Mid-Michigan area, you need something done, use these businesses that support the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, thus supporting local high school sports. Our school sponsors, Beale City Public Schools, Mount Pleasant Public Schools, and Sacred Heart Academy. Mention our friends at Moorbark. Martinez Painting, Martinez Cleaning, and Martinez Lawn Care. Also shout out to more of a crew from Moorbark here as well. Kevin Edwards, Brad Canute, and the Maryland Chapman Memorial Fund. Just out to Maryland Chapman Memorial Fund golf outing a few weeks ago. What a great time that was. Shout out to Bear Raphael taking me around to meet some of the folks, get some fun video to put stuff together. I also love to Martinez Painting, Martinez Cleaning, and Martinez Lawn Care. Bogwai Bang and Bradley. Riverwood Resort and the Pines. Shout out to John Somerville and the crew there trying to teach me how to golf. Mid-Michigan Agency. Rick McDowell's here doing the PA system tonight. Big shout out to him. Mid-Michigan Agency and Auto Owners Insurance. WW Construction. All Seasons Fireworks. Pier Plumbing. Hanging by a Thread. Brickner and Bunker Farm Bureau Insurance. Precision Screen Printing, Isabella Bank, and a diner. We've got a flag coming in after the timeout. It's going to back up Sacred Heart Academy. It's going to be a false start. And so talk about an effective timeout there. If you were Coach Jordan Esbrook, you saw something you didn't like out there on the lineup, so you changed the play, and they end up getting a false start to make it 1st down and 15. Micah Karimi coming in with the play, replacing Leland Martinez. Clock starts to churn once again. Going under center is going to be Mr. Jackson Moore with those 3 running backs behind him. Boykin Lynch, Levi Lynch, along with Mark Karimi. Hand up the middle to Levi Lynch. And big credit to this Ithaca front. That run up the middle with Levi Lynch worked for about 2 drives. For about 2 drives, it seemed like Sacred Heart Academy was getting 2, 3, 4 yards out of it. Now, there is just nothing there up the middle. Again, you think about Mr. Brogan Bupp, what he's done out there. But again, more credit as well has to go kind of all the way around. Ben Monroe, Cody Daniels, Gunnar McDade, what they've done on that defensive line to allow those linebackers to really creep up to that line of scrimmage. And right now, Ithaca's got one guy about 70 yards away from the ball. Everybody else right up on the line of scrimmage. There's Jackson Moore into the open field, showing that athleticism as he picks up 1st down yardage there for Sacred Heart Academy. A big spark right there brought to you by our friends at G&S Mechanical. It's not going to turn this game around or anything like that, but big-time run there for Jackson Moore, and that's what we saw from the freshman last year as a quarterback. If he's able to get some open space, he's going to be effective, similar to a Gibson Rondy, but Rondy's just had a lot more space out there. That offensive line's been more effective here for him tonight. Not knocking the Sacred Heart offensive line at all. Just been a great game plan from Ithaca defensively with those 5 linebackers right at the line of scrimmage. Moore wants to throw. He's under pressure. It's complete to Karimi somehow. Karimi's going to go out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Jackson Moore took a hit in the backfield. He is down and not getting up immediately. We've got a timeout on the field. Hopefully Mr. Moore is all right, but he made a fantastic throw there to Karimi, who came up with the catch and got out of bounds near the 1st down marker. But we're now going to have a timeout here on the field. Injury timeout. We'll be back with more Ithaca Sacred Heart Academy football right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family-owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7, and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Clark Modular Homes in Mount Pleasant are a one-stop shop from the buy, the build, and beyond with their fantastic service department. Stop in to see their selection and purchase options today on Pickard Road, or visit them online at modularhomesbyclark.com. Clark Modular Homes, supporting Mid-Michigan youth in and out of the classroom.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Jackson Moore is a lot tougher than I am. I don't know what else to say at this point as he's up off the field. He's got the helmet off, talking with some folks over there. He got lit up. J&J Auto collision report from Brogan Bupp, our collision report of the night there. It was a clean hit, too. He still somehow made a great throw and completed the football. I don't know how, but he's trying to shake those cobwebs out. We now got Jack McConnell, another really talented sophomore, coming in to play quarterback for Sacred Heart Academy. Handoff up the middle. Levi Lynch fighting for everything he's got. They had a hold of him a yard in the backfield. He's somehow going to turn it into a gain of maybe a yard or 2. Fantastic effort right there from Levi Lynch. That is one thing I will say about this Sacred Heart Academy squad. They're playing like the score 0-0. If you looked up, saw it was 48-0, then watch the last couple plays on the field, you really wouldn't know any difference there. 2nd down and long now coming up for Sacred Heart Academy. He's picked up a 1st down moments ago on a great pitch and catch from Jackson Moore to Mark Karimi, but Moore was blasted on the play by Brogan Bupp. He's out of the game on the sidelines right now. Jack McConnell in to replace him. Another run up the middle. There's Levi Lynch churning and churning once again for a solid pickup. And every one of those 5 yards or so that Levi Lynch picked up right there, he essentially did it while running through Ithaca Yellow Jacket defender. Big time run there. Shepherd still up 20-6 on the Elma Panthers. Panthers have the football, desperately trying to get something going here, trailing by a couple scores to the Shepherd Blue Jays. There's 4:39 left in the fourth quarter. It's a 3rd down and 10 for Elma near midfield. Shepherd get a couple more stops here, and they should be able to skate to a victory on the road against the rival Elma Panthers. Pitch here to Karimi on the near side. Once again, he just doesn't have room out there. Great defensive play out there from Mr. Michael Shaler, who's having himself, Shaler, pardon me if I'm butchering that, but he's having himself quite a birthday night. Got himself a touchdown, made a couple big plays defensively as well. 4th down here for Sacred Heart Academy. You're going to go for it at this point with that running clock near midfield, down 48-0. Lee Martinez and Micah Karimi both on the sideline talking with Coach Wheaton, maybe kind of discussing what the play should be here. I think we're going to have a timeout coming for Sacred Heart Academy as that clock continues to wind down here a little bit. Try and make sure they have got their absolute best play heading into this 4th down play. And the score might be a bit lopsided, but if you're Sacred Heart Academy, you're still out there playing your heart off. There's still a lot of season left, and if you can get something positive here on this final drive of the game for you, well, possibly final game of the drive for you, it could go a long way for the rest of the year, especially considering maybe you've got Mr. Jackson Moore. It's got to miss a couple games. Let's get Jack McConnell out here, get him to do something solid offensively. Going to take a break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. It's 48-0 Ithaca with the lead. We've got our eyes on the Shepherd Elma Panther game with D. Swaffer Contracting. Back with more right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Well, welcome back to it. You're on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Here comes a 4th down and 5 play from midfield for Sacred Heart Academy. Still looking to get on the board with this really good Ithaca Yellow Jacket defense. It's Bupp in the backfield again. The throw to Hank McDonald's going to be a little too far towards the sideline, not allowing the senior to kind of go up and make the catch. But Brogan Bupp in the backfield once again. J&J Auto Collision Report. You could just mark in number 54 tonight for the Collision Report. He has been fantastic for Coach Hesbrook and the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. And myself and Adam Gursky talking about who we want to have come up here and talk in the postgame. Harper Merchant, big comeback for this young man here tonight. Hasn't played in a while, but man, Bupp has been fantastic. I'm going to make the joke, maybe we need to kick out Coach Hesbrook and just bring those two seniors up here with how good they have been. 6:15 left to go, fourth quarter. The Yellow Jackets take back over after the turnover on downs near midfield. Shotgun look here. Clock continues to run. They're letting it count down as far as they can now if you are the Yellow Jackets. Shotgun snap's going to be a bit tall. It's going to be recovered by Lee Martinez. He's going to go to the house. 20, 10. There's your GNS Mechanical spark for the Sacred Heart Academy Irish as Martinez picks up the fumble and takes it to the house for the fumble recovery TD. And you're looking for something to cheer about if you are the Irish. There it is right there from Mr. Leland Martinez with the scoop and score. Right place, right time for the sophomore. It's now 48-6. Ithaca with the lead with 5:49 left to go in the fourth quarter. And as I check back in, the Shepherd Blue Jays have the football back. 4:16 left to go. 2nd down and 10. Looking to run out the clock on the Elma Panthers. Looking to put the old nail in the coffin, brought to you by our friends at Berry Funeral Home in Shepherd. And there is a big run for the Blue Jays to get down to the 30-yard line, so there's still some time left. But that run right there may have salted things away. Going for 2 are the Sacred Heart Academy Irish. Run up the middle, waiting for the signal. They're going to say he was just short. So 48-6 is going to remain our score here with 5:49 left to go in the fourth quarter. The scoop and score from Leland Martinez gets the Irish on the board. That's the type of play they needed to have happen in the first quarter, in my opinion, to get that defense some confidence going forward. 48-6 the score. Getting ready to kick things away is going to be Oliver Sheets for Sacred Heart Academy. They look to get the kicking tee squared away. 5:49 left in the fourth quarter. Much love. Woods Household Appliance, Weaverich Financial, Brad Malley Well Drilling, Malley Construction, Clark Modular Homes, Bill's Custom Fab, the Bird All-American Grill, along with Barbary Law, sponsor of the Barbary Law Studios, here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Also love J&J Auto, Block Coat Pools and Spas. I can say Gibson Rondy has been hot as a Block Coat jacuzzi out there today. Love to Conwinski Construction. Our Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game is definitely Mr. Brogan Bupp. Think about the Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist of the game. Definitely the toss from Gibson Rondy to Devin Fisher. That's got to be our Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game. Fisher going up to get that one. Also love Mount Pleasant Automotive. And also Joe Wentworth, Bryce Updegraff, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates. The Blue Jays looking to close the deal against the Panthers, as this one is pretty much all for said. Here comes McMurphy with the return. Trying to find an angle on the far side of the field. He gets a big block. He's now across the 30. Nice tackle on the far side of the field. We've got a very late flag coming in, a long, long ways away from where that play ended up. Also love the GNS Mechanical spark of the game, and to give some love to Leland Martinez right there. A little spark for Sacred Heart Academy here in the fourth quarter. And our Block Electric block of the game. Well, there hasn't been a whole lot of blocking out there with Mr. Brogan Bupp, as he's been getting in the backfield all the time. But if we're thinking of the block of the game, we've got to talk about this Ithaca offensive line. As Gibson Rondy, when he's dropped back to throw the ball, he's been protected well and has had room to step up into pocket. And so across that line, you've got Ben Monroe, Gunnar McDade, Lincoln Peters, Brogan Bupp, and Carson Schenkel. As you think about our Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, assist of the game there, a Block Electric block of the game. I think we're going to have to go with all five of those guys. Monroe, McDade, Peters, Bupp, and Schenkel have been great. And you think about defensively, Schenkel, Bupp, and Monroe have kind of been all over the place on both sides of the football. So here comes the Ithaca Yellow Jacket attack once again. At quarterback is going to be Braden Litwiller. So Grayson Merchant now even on the bench getting some rest as Litwiller comes in and looks to get a little bit of time. And I really like this decision here by Jordan Hesbrook. Merchant's had a lot of experience last year. You saw what he came in and did. They didn't look much different than Gibson Rondy. And so, all right, let's get the next guy out there to get some work in. Take the snap, handoff, looking for some room up the middle. There's Lee Martinez with the tackle. That was McCormick trying to find some running room there. Clock continuing to move here. 5:10 left to go in the ball game. 48-6, Ithaca with the lead. Checking back in. Third down coming up for the Shepherd Blue Jays with 3:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. They have the Elma Panther 25-yard line. So they got a chance to close that one out here. Clock continues to churn here as Ithaca heads up towards the line of scrimmage. Litwiller in the shotgun. He's got three wide receivers here to the near side, one to the far side, one running back in the backfield with him. Again, they're going to let that clock run all the way down until they see that black hat start to raise the arm up to count down that 5-10 seconds. Run up the middle, nowhere to go for the ball carrier. There defensively for the Irish was Mr. Walt McDonald. You try running right at Walt McDonald, it's not going to work out all the time. Got third down and 7 coming up here for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. Trying to churn some clock here. Now under 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Coming in with the play is Litwiller. And you think about that Zaid Batchelder baller of the game brought to you by Weaverich Financial. Brogan Bupp, Gibson Rondy are kind of the two guys I'm thinking about. Harper Merchant, I'll talk about that GNS Mechanical spark of the game. Him coming back after not playing last year did give a huge, huge spark to the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. I think when he scored that first touchdown run, you could just see how excited the team was. Around the middle for Litwiller. He's going to be hit hard out there. Great defense from Joey Andres. And I'm going to say it again. Sacred Academy, they are still out there busting their butt, playing as hard as they can. And in game one, down 48-6, that's going to tell you a lot about how your team's going to go throughout the year. If you're Coach Wheaton, you're going to go into the locker room. This game didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, but you still got a ton to be proud of with your team. 4th down and 5 here. 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. The Yellow Jackets go for it here. Could give the Irish another chance to maybe put something in the end zone offensively. Their one touchdown occurred moments ago on the scoop and score from Lee Martinez to make it 48-6. The first couple possessions, they were able to move it a little bit, but as this game got more lopsided, Ithaca became more and more aggressive defensively. Looks like we got a timeout on the field from the Yellow Jackets. 2:44 left to go. We'll take this timeout as well. Come back and close this one up. It's all Ithaca right now. They lead it 48-6 on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Block Electric Company in Wademan has been powering Michigan for over 30 years. There's no job too big or too small for Block Electric Company, like an entire school or something simple at the home, like making sure the outdoor lighting, thermostat, or ceiling fan is installed professionally. Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student-athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student-athletes from Block Electric Company, and go Aggies. Blockco Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blockco Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams. After the timeout, Coach Hesbrook deciding to punt this one away. 48-6 is our score. 2:44 left to go in the ball game. Ithaca has controlled this one, led it 28-0 at the half. Were able to come out and score on their first possession of the second half to make it a running clock. Also scored to make it 42 and 48-0 before Sacred Academy got on the board a couple moments ago from a scoop and score from Lee Martinez. And clock continues to move with this lopsided score. This next snap will be taken about 2 minutes left to go in the ball game. A couple substitutions coming in and out of the game. And looking here at the near sideline, Jackson Moore still out of the game. Obviously not going to come back in with that lopsided score. Sophomore quarterback took a big hit earlier and get a lot tougher than I am. I think if I was out there and took that hit from Brogan Bupp, I'd probably still be on the ground. Gursky might have been taking me out of here on a stretcher or something like that. Jackson Moore just popping right up, showing how tough of a kid he is. Going to have a flag before the play that's going to back this one up 5 yards, and will actually stop the clock here for a couple moments with a $1:53 left to go in the fourth quarter. 48-6 our score. And so I'm looking at Adam Gursky right now, and you think about that Zaid Batchelder baller of the game. Feel like we've got two choices. Harper Merchant is kind of the spark of the game. The guy who came back and is just really, really happy for him. But you think about the Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, the MVP of the game, brought to you by Weefrich Financial. It's between Gibson Rondy and Brogan Bupp, I think at this point. Who had a bigger impact on the game? Well, you always think it's going to be the quarterback, but what Bupp did on the offensive line and from his linebacker position was really, really impressive. Trying to find some running room here for Sacred Academy is going to be Calvin Andrea, the sophomore. Not really anywhere for him to go. In on the tackle there was the sophomore Bentley Kennedy for the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. It's going to make it second down and a mile here. The clock will continue to move. Minute 16 left to go in the fourth quarter as some substitutions come in and out for Sacred Academy. Those subs are brought to you by our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive. Just like these coaches need replacement parts on the field, you need replacement parts to keep your vehicle running good, and they got them for you at Mount Pleasant Automotive. Fake the handoff, looking to throw the pitch here. Now trying to find some room up the middle is the ball carrier, Reed Hacker. He's going to be brought down after a short gain. It's going to bring up third down. We're now under 1 minute remaining here in the fourth quarter as the clock continues to churn. And it looks right, and we got a timeout on the field. Shepherd leading Elma 20-6 with 35 seconds left to go. And so both of these games right at about the same point time-wise right now. A little bit of a different score here right now, but it looks like Shepherd's going to move to 1-0. Ithaca's going to move to 1-0. Sacred Academy is going to fall to 0-1, and we'll have all kinds of score updates for you tomorrow and the next day. And again, tomorrow you got Clare playing, tomorrow you got Beale City playing, and you've got the Mount Pleasant Oilers
playing on Saturday down at the Big House. Here comes the throw from Jack McConnell. It's going to be caught on the sideline, but by Hank McDonald, who is standing out of bounds. And that will do it right there. That will run us down. Our final 48-6. The Ithaca Yellow Jackets victorious over the Sacred Heart Academy Irish. The first time these two teams have ever played on the gridiron. You'd want it to go a little bit more your way if you're Sacred Heart Academy. But again, look at how these guys played in the second half with that lopsided score. It's a very bright sign going forward for the future for Sacred Heart Academy football. And if you're Ithaca, you came out and you did exactly what you hoped you could do in game number one. You won big. You had a running clock. You were physical. 48-6 our final. We've got a Bird All-American Grill postgame show coming up right now on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
We insure your car because life can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-Michigan Agency in Alma if auto owners make sense for you.
Being at Sacred Heart Academy feels like such a gift. Being able to have such nice friends, such close teachers, and I feel very welcomed by everyone there.
When I walk into school, I feel comfortable and safe. When I come to school every day, I feel like welcomed, and I feel like everyone's like so close that we're all like family.
My favorite thing about Sacred Heart is probably like how close everybody is. Like everybody knows everybody. There's not a single person I don't know, and it's kind of like a close community.
When I'm talking to my teachers, I just know that I actually mean something to them and that they actually care about me instead of just being like another student that they have. I actually feel like I'm loved by them.
Each class, each lunch table, each sport all has that underlying community of Sacred Heart Academy. Like we all go to the same school, we all know each other, and those communities interconnect.
Hiring a cleaning service doesn't mean you're lazy. Martinez Cleaning knows it means you value your time and want to come home and relax and not worry about the mess. Martinez Cleaning allows you to do just that. Come home and relax to a nice clean home. Schedule your appointment and learn more by visiting Martinez Cleaning on Facebook or call today at 989-289-8615. For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical.
Elevate your banking experience. Isabella Bank is your local banking partner. We understand the importance of personalized service, providing solutions that fit your unique needs. When you bank with us, together we can drive positive change and build stronger communities. Experience banking redefined. Make the switch today and experience banking that goes beyond. Isabella Bank. Local. Growing. Staying. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Bryce Updegraff with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates thanks the coaches and officials who put in the time to help student athletes achieve their dreams and goals. For all of your real estate needs, the Bryce is right with Bryce Updegraff. With Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-620-6595.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Yeah, actually doing the scary thing of taking you inside our broadcast booth here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, as we're going to hopefully have Mr. Brogan Bupp, Mr. Gibson Rondy coming up here with us, or maybe Coach Hesbrook as well. Again, I kind of left that up to Adam Gursky of who's going to be coming up here to talk with us, but what a fantastic game it was. 48-6 our final. The Ithaca Yellow Jackets over the Sacred Heart Academy Irish to open up both teams' seasons. Shepherd Blue Jays were victorious as well as they took out the Elma Panthers 20-6. Big shout out to D. Swaffer contacting my buddy Dan Swaffer for helping me out with those scores. So actually just did, like a real, testimonial here. He just did some flooring in my house, and it looks absolutely perfect. My buddy Grant Palmer did. I could not be more happy. So you need something done on the inside of your house, you can get a hold of those young men right there. And so we now got the guys coming in. Gursky, we actually got the camera on us, too, so if you want to work that as well. Mr. Brogan Bupp, Mr. Harper Merchant coming over here to tackle. Oh, yeah. Well, no, Jordan, we said we'd kick you out if these two guys want to join us, man. So we got no problem doing that. Mr. Brogan Bupp, kind of turn this way, guys, if you can. If the cord doesn't allow you to go that far, we can squeeze it a little bit more this way, so we kind of squeeze in here. But, fellas, first game of the year, big victory. Again, first of all, another local school. I want to give credit to Sacred Heart. They fought all the way to the end, didn't they? Yeah, what did you think about the fight, Brogan? Talk about that.
I thought they were pretty physical, on the offensive line. Like even through the fourth quarter, they were still just going, and they give credits for that, for their coach.
Yeah, what about you, Harper?
Yeah, for sure. Same thing with what Brogan said. They just fought the whole entire game, which is good to see.
Yeah, first thing I want to talk about, this guy right here. How long had it been? How many days did you wait to run the football, man?
A long time.
A long time. I talked about you weren't able to play last year. When I did that interview with you guys, you could just kind of see it in your face how ready you were to get back out there. How happy were you for this guy when he took in that touchdown, man, the first one?
I thought that was amazing because he's been waiting this forever, and I was like, good. I was so excited.
Yeah, and so baller of the game. Hard not to go with Gibson, and when he throws 3 touchdown, runs for 1. Talk about what he brings to the table for you guys in your senior class.
Overall, that just really helps our aspect because I love being able to pass the ball, run the ball, just having him as a leader, him controlling our offense, our mentor, which is really nice for being on the offensive line. It's really nice.
What about, is there sometimes, Harper, when you're like, give me that ball, give me that ball in the backfield?
Yeah, same thing. I really appreciate him, the way he controls the offense, and I appreciate the dual threat stuff like that we have with the running and passing game.
Yeah, and so you get into the end zone. Again, I think it was your second carry, but what was going through your mind? Your senior year, you just been waiting for this.
Yeah, I was really excited, man. Really excited. My linemen really helped me there. My linemen were doing great this game. All the credit to them.
Well, I'll give the second touchdown run you had a little bit more explosive. You got to that sideline. I feel like that's probably the first time in a football game you've been able to turn on those jets in a while. How did that feel?
It felt great. I'm still a little timid going into the game. I mean, still my first game, but I'm excited to maybe keep going with this.
Yeah, the opposite of timid was Mr. Brogan Bupp here. Every time it seemed like there was a big hit. We got the J&J Auto Collision Report, and so you were out there just absolutely hammering away, and the hit you had on Jackson was a very clean hit. I made sure, but man, you leveled him. But hey, he made a heck of you were probably wondering how in the heck did he complete that football?
Yeah, I know. I thought I had him for a second. I talked to him after the game. I said I'm sorry. I felt bad, but that's just football.
It's football, man.
But,
yeah. Harper, what was it like watching 54 out there, man?
It was good. I was just hoping he wouldn't hurt himself out there.
For you guys, start the season 1-0. How much does that mean to your guys' senior class? Again, you guys were 6-3 last year in the regular season, but a battle-tested 6-3 paid off in the playoffs for you guys. Being able to go get that district championship in a sweet comeback. How big was it to start 1-0 for you guys?
I think it's pretty big for us, but at the end of the day, like what happened last year, we went 5-0 and then we went 3-4, whatever we did. So we just got to keep on grinding because we got Cabrini up next, which that's what we got to focus on after this.
Are you guys home for that one?
Yes, we are.
Right, so you don't have to go on that long bus ride. That'll be a good thing. But for you, Harper, you had to sit out last year. We'll watch some stuff. Come out here, be 1-0, and have a great game. How's it feel?
Yeah, we still got a lot of work ahead of us. Feels great. I mean, feels great to just be back on the field, make it through a game. Last year, I think I only made it through. I didn't even make it through the first half.
Not even quarter, I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh man, again, for you, the thing I want to keep pointing out, I kept talking about the way you ran the football. You ran like it'd been a while since you got to run the football, but you said still just a little timid out there, and so you've got another level. I feel like you want to go to, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd like to. I think I'm going a little soft into the line, so I think I need to tone it up a little
Coach
bit.
Hesbrook's going to love to hear that after the game, because that's such a big thing, is having that confidence just to go full bore into that line. But when you got this guy in front of you, probably give you a little bit more. confidence.
Yeah, linemen were just great this game.
Yep.
I mean, they made the holes huge.
Yeah, Brogan, Harper, thank you guys for taking some time to chat with me, man. And congratulations on you guys starting 1-0, man.
Thank you.
I'm saying that's going to wrap things up. Be back on the airwaves tomorrow from Ferris State University as Beale City takes on Ravenna. Make sure you join us. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
We insure your car because life can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.